going live in 3, 2, 2.5, 4. Nailed it.
Yeah, see, I remember that.
Yeah. You could do Mad's one coming up right now.
Oh, is he here?
Yeah, he's not.
Everybody missed it.
Yeah. I don't know where he's gone. I don't know. I don't feel the love anymore. I feel like I gotta sing him like a
We
Michael
still have the New World
Bolton
Order
song.
stuff after this as well, because that was cool.
What's that now?
We used to have like the New World Order. Remember that?
Oh shit, I'm cool.
You almost. Australians are off the anyways. We're good. Yeah, feeling it. And Tina too. Look, I even have the Street Smart guys up there. Street something. Yeah. Mad Barber Entertainment. I mean,
Mad Barber
sporting
Entertainment.
the hell out of this guy. What even gets
Yeah, there you go. New World Order.
For life.
I think he has a different definition for life than I do. Yeah?
Maybe.
Oh, shoot, I boomered. Where is it? Got it. Nailed it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday night Mad whatever. He's not here. I'm sick and haven't been streaming, so I thought at least I'll stream with you guys tonight because, you know, I have a channel and notifications never go out. But whatever.
You have a channel? Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I've heard from so many people that they are not getting notifications. I even just did a post to see if people see that. So if you have seen it on YouTube, hit like. If not, move over to Rumble. Move right over to the good old Rums. I only have 271 followers over there, but I'd like to build that. So even though I don't scream a lot about all the other stuff, I'd like to, but try to keep it in the entertainment and pop culture world. Doesn't always happen, but hope you all support me over there. And while you're supporting me, you can support my panel. We'll start with the birthday boy himself, Mr. Grant Gregory. How are you, sir?
Doing good. Thank you very much. Yes, it is my birthday. I'm not 40, but I'm as close as I'm ever going to get. So
32.
Yeah, my math's off as well. So yeah, common core.
I checked the Ouija board. Sorry. Well, happy birthday, my friend. And next to him, we have Slenderest of Slender Dads.
Hey, yeah, I passed 40 a while ago, so happy birthday, Grant.
Yeah.
Enjoy it while you can.
Closer to 50.
Oh, thanks, mate. I hear once you hit 40, everything just gets way better and easier.
Yeah. It's great, man. Your knees stop hurting, your back doesn't bother you anymore, shoulders just like self-heal overnight.
Yep. And it's even better when you have young children.
Yeah.
Oh,
they help.
yeah. Oh, awesome. I might have another one then if that's the case.
Yeah, you got to pump another one out. At
least 4 or 5 more.
Yeah. It's always a good time. Always a good time. And we also have little Chad. What's up?
Hey, I did get a notification. Yay.
Whoa, that is amazing.
And I would like to point out that lots of studies have shown that satisfaction with life does increase past 40. So you're generally happier than when you were in your 20s.
Bullshit.
So,
no.
It's come on, it's true.
Yeah, you have to learn to be happy in a continual state of pain. So yeah.
I was gonna say. So is it that you just don't give a shit anymore?
Pretty much.
Yeah, in your 20s, you're worried everything is gonna be the end of the world. In your 40s, you're like, I woke up today. It's a good day.
Also, you feel like you're missing out.
There's no more fucks in my bucket. I have more fucks to give.
Well, in your 20s, also, you feel like you're
fuckless.
missing out. You're missing out on everything. And now I don't care. I don't care. I don't need to go to parties. I don't need to go do any. I just want to take a nap.
I think you're old enough to realize that those parties never give you anything worth what you have to go through.
Never do. Like I told somebody today at work, after work, they were, having a couple nips and they tried to give me one. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm allergic. I break out in handcuffs. So, also we have some more representation with 14 Barber, Mad Barber Entertainment, legendary barber and hairdresser, 14.
Oh, cheers, thanks. What do you mean
Cheers,
representation, though? Because
You're from another country.
Oh, okay, right, yeah, that makes sense. I am a paid-up member of the international community.
Yeah. You got one of those weird accents, so it's kind of a toss-up. You're either like, British Isles, South Africa, or Australia, New Zealand. I can't tell the difference.
You help our
To be
ESG
fair, that
score.
makes sense. Well, I am pretty southern, to be fair. I'm probably the most southern person from the northern hemisphere that you're ever going to meet.
I was just say, I think I'm a little bit more southern than you are.
Well, no,
Yeah, but
hemisphere.
you're so southern that you're northern.
Yeah. He's in Sicily. Well, I'm glad you're here, buddy, and make sure you guys please support 14 Barber and the rest of the guys and gals YouTube channels. And hopefully one of our great mods will show up and put them in there. And we also have the lovely Bad Takes Tina Bojan. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Work's kicking my butt. Speaking of kicking butts, I kicked 40's butt a long time ago, and I'm now beating on 50. I mean, so yeah, that's.
I thought you were going to say 30. You had like that Benjamin Button syndrome where you're getting younger.
Yeah, I almost did. I almost did that, but yeah, no, I'm ready to hit the big 53 in like 4 months. So I'm gonna cry.
You sound like you're 22.
Aw, that's sweet.
You're welcome.
Well, speaking of 20s, I celebrated my 26th wedding anniversary yesterday.
Ooh.
And speaking of fucks, we celebrated it by going to sleep early.
Oh yeah, you did.
Cool.
Mr. Bojan. Boing. Do I have that noise? I wish I did. That would have been.
Oh, that's a shame. You must have been out of Bluetooth.
Buy them here. So yeah, let's say hi to the chat real quick. We got Brightest Day was the first to show up. Brightest Day audiobooks. Dude, Zach's a great dude. Know him personally. Went to movies with him where I sat behind the row of friends by myself. It was awesome.
Zach Bagans.
Yeah, well, no, dude, we went and saw when Mario Brothers first came out, and so they had an extra ticket. It was separate from them. I was right behind them, but then like two families came in, like dad's mom and kids, and like the moms walked first. It was like both of them did the same thing. The moms walked first and then saw me sitting in the middle. So then the dads walked around them and sat next to me, and then so I did a lean forward. I'm like, hey, can't wait for the movie, Zach. And if he was like quicker, he probably would have been like, I don't know you, leave me alone, man. My name's Tom or something, and really made me feel bad. But he justified me being there, and they didn't think I was a creeper. So thank you.
Oh.
What was a bunch of families going to do watching a Mario movie? That's a man's movie, for Christ's sake.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, actually, I have a movie seating question. When I was in college, my boyfriend, whenever we went out to the movies,
Love these
I had to sit between my boyfriend and his male friend or friends that would come with us.
Mhm.
And if there was more than one friend, or if I wasn't there,
Mhm.
they always sat with an empty spot between them, like they were at a urinal.
Yeah, like a coat. We called it the coat seat. Yeah.
Is this a taxi cab confessional we're getting into right now?
Well, no, I mean, like, I get it. But if you have like a female with you, there's nothing wrong with her sitting on one side and then a buddy on my other side. That's fine. But when you're just two dudes and there's room, and it used to be the tight seats, not like the lounging seats, you usually left yourself the coat one, the one in the middle. So you don't.
No, hang on. I'm really lost on this story. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you went out with your boyfriend. How did your husband feel about that, though?
This was back in college. We were only friends then, so we
they
weren't dating our husband and wife yet.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're not friends with your husband now?
Wow.
If he would get a fucking job, he'd move higher up in the friends
shit!
hierarchy.
Hey, he's a modern man, okay? and he
That's very
respects your
true.
authority. So leave him alone. I wish I
He-
could do it.
Hey, I tell you, if you would talk to him today, he would tell you that he enjoys being a kept man. So there's
Good
nothing
for
wrong
him.
with that.
Good for
Yeah.
him. All right, so we got Keely Chow also in the house, always supporting the channel. Jim Dunnigan, always here, and he's a channel member. I do have memberships. I don't do much for you, but you could support the channel. That'd be nice. That's how I sell it. Bride of Slender, nice. So it's Mad Dump now. Yeah, no, it was supposed to be a Mad Dump, or a Steven, like it was a Mad Stump, because Steven enjoys.
Because he likes wood.
Well, I mean, that, he really does like wood, It's one of those, whatever you can do. Yeah. But neither one of them showing up. Steven blew by my subscriber count, and I really am happy for him. But yeah, he doesn't return my calls now. It's cool. It's cool. Whatever. He's Mr. Ooh, look at me. I'm a witch. Zombie
Wait, is that
Box
on his main channel or his Gaslighting Women channel?
Gaslighting Women
The
channel.
Gaslighting Women channel really
I've
took
learned
off.
a lot. Like, my wife knows when I watch it because I'm like, you can't talk to me like that. And she's like, oh, you've been watching Steven's videos? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, because you're usually talking
You're
to
being
her
a
from your
narcissistic
car.
leech right now.
What was that, Grant?
I said, because you're usually yelling at her while you're sitting on the side of your car.
Yeah, there you go. You got to scream at your phone while you're in a car. Keely Chow is turning 40 this Sunday. That is amazing.
Awesome. Congrats.
Side note, Matt is
Congrats.
down in the chat right now, and he said he's on
Oh.
his way, so he'll probably be here in like 2 or 3 hours.
That's cool. That's cool. I'll take
Oh
it.
yeah, probably when I've gone to bed actually. That'll
Be here in
that'll
a
the
summer
reality
too.
of it.
One of the greatest memers, the lovely Sherry. And if you guys do meme us, let us know in the chat so we check, the DMs over, or the tweet itself over on X. Is it still called a tweet?
I've seen some
No, it's
people
post
calling it
on
an X,
X.
and it's weird.
Well, it's just
So
it's just post on
post.
X.
Okay, post.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alex Moore is here. Good evening, Alex. And we do have the Mad Cheesemo. It's called Straight Space. Yes. Okay. I am putting your name in the freezer, so you need to leave me alone, woman.
It doesn't work. I've tried it.
Yeah.
It's an old witchcraft thingy.
Okay.
Oh.
How do
So
you?
Can it be that old if it's putting something in a freezer?
What do you
Yeah,
do?
use
Do
it
you,
in ice
no
box.
way.
do you write their
Hmm.
name on a piece of paper and then like put it in an ice tray or something?
No, just put it in the just put it in the freezer. You can put it in a bag if you don't want it to get all soggy.
Is it like a credit card frozen, so you only break in case of emergency? Like, is that like a late night booty call type thing?
No, it's like what do you call it? Pagan voodoo.
Oh, the pagans.
Okay.
dare
Okay.
you.
Is it more
It's not
effective if you
voodoo.
use a Samsung or an LG? I want to know the old ways.
But the oldest way would be with a Mac.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, see, I got it mixed up. I tried to put my X in the freezer, but yeah,
Yeah.
apparently that's assault.
Yeah, it's like they get so mad. It's so stupid.
Ooh.
So it doesn't
scare you anymore. I mean, well, you put it in there and then you play "You're as cold as ice." You're willing to sacrifice. No.
Yeah.
Dad
Dad
of Slender is
jokes.
one comment away from getting told to make a sandwich.
Oh,
is what's
damn.
gonna happen.
She's making
Mm-mm.
dinner right now, and I will probably
Amen.
go on mute when it gets brought to me because she's
Yes.
going to bring it to me
Yes. Well,
if she knows what's good for her.
she.
Wow.
We don't condone.
Unrelated news,
mis-
Slender's sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, we don't condone the misuse, mistreatment, or whatever I'm trying to say, to Bride of Slender. We support her. Hashtag me Bride Slender too. All right.
Yeah, Bride of Slender. Mr. Bojan brought me dinner that he made today. So
From
it was probably-
Macca's.
You know what? You don't want men cooking because we'll just end up doing it better, like everything.
It's true. I mean, how many Michelin stars does Gordon Ramsay have? I don't think there's a whole lot of
17.
women
15.
from that level.
I mean, I
He just
feel like
lost.
I've
He just lost 2 in Scotland. So
Oh, did he?
I think
Yep.
one of the cooking
It's
shows
due to
said that
Scotland. Who cares?
there's only like 2 or 3 female chefs that have Michelin stars, maybe even. Yeah, like it's not a lot.
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, it's a small group. It's a small group. So let's get into it, guys. we're going to be talking a couple different things. We finally get a female screenwriter of Lord of the Rings to admit that Sam and Frodo are just bros, strong allies, broheims, not
Careful using the word allies in 2023.
They are not. They may be allies of the alphabet people, but they're not part of the alphabet people. I mean, look at the smoke show Sam ends up with. You know, damn it.
Yeah,
So someone's read the book, basically.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who read the book knows he's had like a fuck ton of kids with that girl.
Dude,
but like, honestly, what would have happened is Sam and Frodo, they acted like best bros do. That's normal.
Yeah.
And Meryn and Pippin would always be like, you dudes are fucking gay.
yeah. Like bros do.
Like bros do.
Do. Yes. So
This is coming from someone called Pippin.
Pippin, right, and Mary.
I mean, he didn't pick the name.
Yeah. So,
but he kept using it.
We're also going to talk about unionizing Disney VFX artists with Marvel.
Are we up for another union argument?
Yeah, it's not going to be an argument. I would hope.
Actually, I do have a question.
Super chats.
I do have a question on the whole union thing and everything. Like, so basically, what happens now is the writers are going back to work, yet the actors are still on strike. Do you consider all the writers now scabs? Because they said that they would. They said that they would stand with the SAG-AFTRA guys when they joined.
They did, but they're a separate union. So if they decided to accept their contract, majority wins. I understand what you're. They could still support them, but if they got a deal, they couldn't.
They're going back to work though.
They're not considered scabs in that because they're a separate union. I know it.
You are indoctrinated into the hive mind. Do you know that?
Dude,
but the problem is, neither was Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore wasn't a part of any of that.
Well, union. No, but I came around with that one because I did not know the whole story before I started talking about it. Like, I didn't realize that what morning shows were allowed to stick around and stuff. I didn't know any of that. I thought they were also protesting it. I still stand by unions are there. They're supposed to be there to protect the middle class and help people, not have to work 7 freaking days a week. And a lot of them fail at that. And I will tell you backstage how they do. Because
is ChatGPT in the union?
Say that again.
Is ChatGPT in the union?
Not this time. I think they held them off.
I just, as a preemptive note, I look forward to seeing which Southeast Asian non-unionized visual effects houses start getting all the Marvel contracts now.
Right.
So.
Oh, wait, hold on, guys. Right. Matt said we're not supposed to start without him, so we're all just going to sit in silence until he gets here.
No, we won't sit in silence. What we'll do is we have a reading for you. We have a reading for you.
Well, you know what we'll do? We'll wait to talk about Loki until
when he gets
he didn't want to mention that.
We could talk. I guess we could talk about a labyrinth because
what's my
that's timely.
I'm going to play this because I don't know what Scott's special message is.
This is Scott, the real Scott. I was making a mistake earlier. The moon is real. This is a joke. I don't encourage you to seek the truth. I mean, the propaganda from this channel.
You son of
always midnight in the belly of the beast.
That sounds like some Mr. Grant Gregory AI wizard.
That was from about 3 months ago.
Was it? I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, no, that's old school. Yeah.
Did everybody in the chat see him creating a Hindi version of culture this week?
Oh my God, no! But I need to see that.
So I got him fully lip sync speaking Hindi, and the whole I turned one of his videos into a Hindi channel.
Oh my God, that's great! That is freaking great.
Well, Culture Casino, is he still alive?
Yeah.
That's good.
How did the views go on that Hindi one too? Did it do pretty good?
Yeah, there was surprisingly. It went pretty well, and there was a lot of comments in there that I have no idea whether they're insulting him or complimenting him. Because
it's a big market, It's
Did you just make Culture a VTuber for Hindi That's
Well,
amazing.
his
No,
four
that
biggest
was a
videos-
weird
his
video.
four-
I
His
watched it.
4 biggest videos are all Indian-based ones.
That's great.
I watched it and I couldn't for the life of me figure it out. I was like, can I do subtitles? Is there like, how do I? Okay, I have no idea what. Is it another video? Like, was there an
The
English
video's
version
not
that
for
I was
you.
able to watch?
It's with the video's already up there.
Okay.
This is just a translated one.
Okay,
So yeah, it's got ended
So
up
I've
with
seen it.
860 views. So
And I have no idea which one it was because all the culture's videos have like a nice format, so they all look very similar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Um,
culture. Well, he has.
Props to his editor.
His editor's the best. His editor is the best, and culture's a great guy. I hope he remembers who I am. I am the. Don't forget. Good luck, Chuck. Good luck, Chuck.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, Dane.
Soul Assassin just said.
और पारंपरिक TV.
Say it again.
Soul Assassin just said, I thought Culture's channel got hacked from that video.
Oh, that's great. All right,
this
let's see
looks
how this thing is.
easy.
पिछले सप्ताह की अचानक ही चाल ने चार्टर और डिज्नी को मनोरंजन दृश्य को हिला दिया जो एक नई प्रकार के केबल बंडल है जो केबल टीवी की जरूरत हो सकती है
Do they put the
शायद ये
racist
हंस की
accent
आखिरी
in
गीत है
with
मुझे
the
नहीं
voice
पता
change?
ये स्ट्रीम
This is fucking sick.
Dude, he's appropriating. That's so great.
yeah, well, I mean, I had to make sure it was all proper. Even the like everything is in.
Yeah.
I just did
That is
a
neat,
direct
man.
translation, so
Yeah, like
That's
I
the
thought
most
I was
legit
like-
thing
but
I've
there
ever
was
seen.
some. Yeah, I don't know what I haven't translated what half of these things are saying, so I have no idea if they're compliments or not.
They're probably
Namaste,
saying how much they
Guru
love it.
Casino. That's a good one.
Oh man. That is
So there was
fantastic.
someone who did accuse us of being culturally appropriating the thing. And I said, well, it was a request from someone in India who wanted to show his family some of Culture's videos.
Mhm.
And they're like, oh, that's fine. Then you can do it then. That's all right. That's
so
not a problem.
awesome.
Does that mean
I'm like,
like every time you watch a movie and it's dubbed into another language, it's cultural appropriation?
Yes.
Apparently.
Because that
Yeah,
would mean all of
100%.
Indian cinema that comes over to the U.S. that they want us to watch would be cultural appropriation.
Yeah, I
That is
can't deal
great.
with that because I watch a lot of Korean dub stuff. So please. No.
Did we lose Matt?
We had him for
Yeah.
a second there.
Yeah, we did. I guess we didn't approach him.
Hindi
correctly.
culture scared him.
Yeah, we didn't say, welcome Mad to your show, and he probably got upset with us.
I don't think he got upset.
There he is.
Yeah, so
Oh.
I had to switch browsers or whatever because Oprah has been messing up a lot.
She
She
has
burnt down
that
Hawaii.
Maui thing was messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, Brent and I were on
Right?
the same page.
She's like a laser for you, everybody gets a laser.
Do you think Oprah's gonna come out one day and be like a complete flat earther and just try to see how many people like, or like if Oprah says it, I guess it must be true.
Oh, she should. It should be like the weirdest thing. Like just make up a new country and say that she's been there, and it's the greatest holiday destination or something.
I mean,
So
if
many
she's-
people say that they've been there.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe she
I
could
think-
promote somebody's my adventures in Narnia, whatever they call the land past that ice wall, like the book, Oprah's book club.
Australia. They call it Australia, mate.
No, the other side of the ice wall.
The other side, yeah, it's the north. So yeah, how you been, man? I haven't talked to you in a while, Matt.
Yeah,
how are
yeah,
you?
man, it's been crazy. Dude. We just got back. The girlfriend had a conference in freaking Galveston, which is one of the worst places I've ever been to. I don't know who designed the roads down there, but whoever it was has never been in the car and probably drew it by crayon.
Dang.
Because
Hey, just because Shredder put you in the trunk
wait,
for the
what?
trip, just because Shredder put you in the trunk for the trip doesn't mean you should complain about the roads.
No, not even how. I mean, it's just the design of how the streets is a horrible place. I was there for days. Oh,
Well,
Is that the
to the
place that has?
country,
Is that the
Matt.
place that has all the pyramids?
what, Galveston? Close.
Yeah, yeah.
So
What's
it's 'cause
crazy is
Galveston
half-
is like a
half of it is an
barrier
ocean.
island, right? Barrier island on the next to Houston, right?
Well,
Galveston.
no, hang on. How is half of it an ocean? Surely that would be like, I don't know, the Pacific or something.
No, I mean you have. It's the same as the road to. What was the road?
Bimini
it doesn't
Road.
matter.
Bimini?
Well, no, because Jesus, when he was talking about the Good Samaritan, right? The road that he's talking about them walking down, there actually wasn't the other. It's the whole thing. Anyway, but yeah, Galveston. I mean, just the way the roads are designed. There's homeless people everywhere. I think I saw a dead body at the Burger King.
No, time out. Pause. Why are you saying I hope you join next week? Like, Brahma, you have meltdown in an hour. That's great. What do you got going on until that hour? You could. It's a bullshit.
You know that his wife's going to give him the side.
Excuse.
His wife's going to give him the side eye if he's in the garage too long doing YouTube streaming. Don't try to blow up his spots.
Oh, who are we talking about, Brahma?
Mhm.
Oh, I just remembered you're a priest, aren't you?
Something like that. Yeah. By the way, happy birthday, Grant.
I forgot about it.
Thanks, buddy.
Barbara, what's up with you, man?
Now am not 40.
Me? Oh, just work and drink, mate. I was very drunk last week, so I didn't turn up.
I wasn't there either. Scott didn't even ask
That's
why.
right.
I mean, after the 57th time, you stop asking, man.
Wow. That's
It
a
was
made up
the
number.
end of the month. We took a stab in the dark. Why?
Anyway, did anybody see Ahsoka?
I watched that piece of crap.
I did.
Yeah.
I have been on mute on both my my live sound card board and on this, so I kept like taking one. I'm sorry. Yeah, hey everybody, how are you? Do you guys want to talk Ahsoka? Let's talk
Just
Ahsoka.
before we do this, I really need to bring something across.
More like Ahsoka.
This is legit. Yep. I don't watch television anymore. Like, I very rarely watch television. I have no idea what's going on with E and stuff. So this is going to be like a whole new thing for me.
Yeah,
I'm quite excited.
I watched regular television for the first time in years, and it is miserable. Every channel is just a marathon of one show.
Yeah,
you know, whether it's either
the one camera sitcom-y like documentary.
Well, yeah, Modern Family that plays constantly on TBS or some shit, and then you have Rob and Ridiculous on MTV. That's for days. It's ridiculous. I hated it. Yeah.
But what are the commercials like?
Oh, there was one that I'm pretty sure I forgot what it treated, but I'm pretty sure it said that it will give you herpes. That was one of the side effects.
Anal leakage is always a good one.
Oh yeah, like the Lay's potato chips.
They've been talking about that shingles vaccine a lot on the commercials I've been seeing lately.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah. Are you 65 and older?
Yeah,
exactly.
Shingles doesn't care.
And you want to go in the sun? It's like what? Yeah, it's
amazing.
Anyways.
And at the hotel, very nice hotel, but they make it to where you cannot change the input on the television. So, because I brought the Roku, couldn't even plug it up. I plugged it up, but couldn't even get the input to switch to it.
Really?
You gotta talk to your woman, man, and be like, "This is not acceptable."
Couldn't you even do it on the back of the TV? Like with
no,
the physical
they
buttons?
cover up the buttons. The only button that was not covered up was the power button on the television, and the controller was the special hotel controller. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, guess who just brought me my dinner? I'm going on mute.
Okay.
I was gonna say there's a trick for that, Matt. You get if you got the Roku like app on your phone where you can use it as a remote, you can program in the TV model so that it can run the TV for you as well.
I'll be right back because I'm gonna go to our DM group where I had a whole rant about it on there, and you waited until now to tell me. Hold on, let me go check.
Okay, you go check.
I'm pretty sure that was a different group, buddy.
Yeah, let's start talking about Ahsoka, maybe.
Oh yeah, dude.
No, find it, but we'll talk about Ahsoka after Ahsoka. We're gonna bring up that DM because I want to know the truth.
Hang on,
I did tell little Chad to not tell him until he comes back.
You can't handle the truth.
So what's Ahsoka about? What's happening with it?
Strangely enough, not about Ahsoka.
Female power. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Ahsoka, dude, it could have been something actually good if you had writers that knew anything of the lore.
It could have been something. I think you nailed it with that. It could have been something. And they literally had the best scene in the entire series in this last episode when you got Hugh Yang talking with Ezra.
That's not a high bar.
But you know what I realized what it was? It's the only scene in the entire series where you've got two men talking to each other.
Right.
You mean the reverse Bechtel test and it was a robot?
It is. It's like, but they were still talking about another man. But so I guess it's like the half reverse Bechtel test.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go full nerd on this one. You know what pisses me off the most about Ahsoka and a lot of the Disney Star Wars productions?
The terrible fight choreography?
No, they have no concept between crew serve weapons and capital class weapons.
Yes.
You can't block a fucking you can't block a TIE fighter laser with a lightsaber. It's not gonna work.
Or
Rita did it in Obi-Wan.
Or the wings don't take any damage.
How do you fly into lightsaber range?
Well, not even that. They took 2 TIE fighters.
TIE fighters crashing into the thing. Like, I mean, everyone knows TIE fighters are notorious for not being very maneuverable.
Right.
He covered his eyes.
He covered his eyes. I was just gonna say that. Instead of turning the wheel, like, hey, I'm gonna hang a left here. He just covered his eyes, like, no, Ahsoka.
It actually was worse than the Holdo maneuver.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
If the TIE fighters just slightly banked in a lateral direction, they would have been A-okay.
Yeah.
What is it with Star Wars and getting women behind the wheel crashing into other vehicles?
It's trying to be true.
Well,
That's
don't you
pretty accurate.
Don't you try to make me like this shit.
Sabine's Asian, right?
Oh damn!
Oh,
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that, and then I pulled it back. But here at Sporking News Podcast, we
hate
diversity
women.
Is first.
Oh,
we love they, them, yous. Anyways,
listen.
I don't know if there's a still shot of it, but my favorite part from this finale was when Ahsoka's doing her spoilers standoff against Morgan, and there's an entire legion of undead stormtroopers who
like 3
just
o'clock
stand around her instead of shooting at her.
Yeah.
Bro,
it's worse because they were shooting at it and then they stopped, for no reason.
Hold on, let's back up because we're everywhere. Because the zombie thing fucking bothered me as well.
Why don't we go? Let's go to the beginning. Let's go to the beginning. Oh, what? 14.
Whoa! Let's pause. Right, yeah. This is really important for me. Like, what I don't like about modern Star Wars is the fact that it's still there, and no one seems to understand what Star Wars actually is. It's just running, and people are watching it. Well, maybe they're not. I don't know. Maybe it's time for like Disney to go. I tell you what, we'll just pause it here, sell it to the Chinese, right, or someone, maybe the Chinese, anyone really, and then they'll go, okay, we'll make it in 10 years, and we'll make it like what everyone wants, and then they do that. That'd be grand.
I'm with you that, and that's why I've been saying no. We should cheer on them getting worse because eventually they're going to burn it to the ground. Maybe somebody will come around, and buy it, but.
I don't think so, man. There's too many diehards out there. There's people that will not, like
Look
the
at the
George R.R.
numbers,
Martin fans, they will not speak bad of. And it's
they can't, dude. It's its own cult. Like literally, you can put down Jedi as an actual religion here in Australia on the census.
So expensive to join. I try. It's worse than Scientology. I tried, man. It's expensive as shit.
Anyone can have the Force now.
True, or not at all. And
say it.
I don't understand people watching Star Wars anymore. I mean, it's just so bad.
I enjoyed last night's eepisode.
There was
in the sense of I have never said what the fuck as much as I did last night. And I've seen every Neil Breen movie.
Mine was not. I didn't go what the fuck. Mine was fuck off. And
I did that a lot too.
By the end of it.
You've got these stormtroopers circling and shooting as she's blocking.
No,
and
they're death troopers.
Hold on. No. These are the I thought these were the zombie ones, right?
Zombies,
they're zombie.
Yeah.
Here,
When did
I have so many
become a
problems.
part of Star Wars lore?
Last night.
And
Why are sabers white?
10 years ago.
Was it Rebels or was it Clone Wars?
Rebels.
Rebels, right?
Can before we get to this, because I want to set it up for Barber.
Okay.
Before Thrawn, who has gone out of his way to let them defeat him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's like, "Oh no, they're here now. We gotta get ready for the ground." I've never. Anyway, so they're like, "Oh, this group here, right? They volunteered to stay. Cool, right?" And then these 3 dum-dums, Ahsoka, lesbian, and blue-eyed minority guy.
Aren't they all lesbians?
Ezra, is that his name? Anyway,
Ezra Miller.
yeah. So they show up, and they're just ripping through all these fucking stormtroopers that volunteered to be there, and nobody loses limbs, right? But you see them being cut in the stomach and shit like that. And then they're reanimated by witches. This is in Star Wars. They're reanimated by witches.
Not the first time though, actually. So
you are joking.
No, this happens. They chant.
Rebels, yeah.
Well, I never saw that. They chant, and the witches reanimated them. And then when they get up, there's no marks on them from the lightsabers. Not one.
Not even on the
nothing.
It's dumb, dude. You could reanimate, but if they take you through the heart,
Dude, I thought only Rey
half,
could do that.
And wait, and when did a lightsaber not cut through a stormtrooper armor?
Right.
Like it was nothing. Like
episode 1.
You've got 3 guys,
Wow.
three people with lightsabers that if they reanimate, you just walk right over and cut them in half, and then you're done.
Listen,
one of the guys
but in
They
Obi-Wan,
literally show Ezra cutting the dude's head off later on. So
Yeah,
we
no,
know
yeah.
that. Well, they don't show it.
well, no, listen, but they do, because I've rewound it, because when he hits it, you have the ping, like he hit armor, like Beskar, and then the helmet comes off. I'm like, what the hell was that? That's not how necks sound.
Yeah, well, it's women, whatever.
And by the way, I've also figured out why the New Republic eventually loses to the First Order so easily. Because at the end of this episode, just like in the very first episode of Ahsoka, they decide to let a random ship just land on one of their capital
Oh my
class
god!
ships without apparently the way they're acting, there's been no radio, nobody's saying anything. And then Ezra, who's the dumbest F who ever lived, decides that, hey, I'm landing on this New Republic frigate. So it's really smart of me to walk out in the full stormtrooper armor, keep the helmet on, and then I'm going to walk, and then I'm going to keep walking for like 6 steps until the little R2D2 wannabe comes up to me and recognizes me, and then I'll take my helmet off. And
dude,
like when the what
it would have
should
been
be
great if he
happening-
walked down and he got shot.
Yes, in a real military environment.
Yeah.
Number
Quick,
one,
it's a
that ship should have been blown
stormtrooper.
up.
Shoot him.
That ship would have been blown up far, like as soon as
They
it
didn't
got
even
within
close their
weapons
door.
range. Yes. It's
Okay,
like-
can I ask another question? Because it's little things that get me too. Like the idea that they had a blue kyber crystal that worked perfectly with, they assimilated to each other, because kyber crystal, it's like a religious.
I don't think
thing.
they're the colors based on your connection to the Force, not on the kyber crystal.
No, you cannot use that
crystals are
kyber
clear,
crystal.
and then kyber crystals are clear.
Correct.
Well,
And
okay,
then
so he just
they
had.
adopt the color based on what type of Jedi you
My
are.
bad, dude. I thought
Green is supposed to be like when you're in touch with the living force.
Right.
Blue, white is the defense, like the warrior Jedi.
Purple if you're a pimp.
Yeah, you gotta
Purple
be
is
hip.
if you actually touch on the dark side when you're fighting. That's
But let me
why
ask
Mara
then,
Jade
real
and
quick, why did
Mace
his
Windu had it.
why did he? I would think his would have been even like a darker green, like hunter green, because he was all about the living force, like using.
Well, yeah, he was the only one that was able to communicate with animals. So
Yeah.
Right.
so
Well, not
strong.
anymore.
So,
Not
Scott,
anymore,
you're
I mean,
expecting continuity,
Okay,
and there's
because I
clearly
thought
not.
he just strengthened it even more while
So
he
I
was
don't-
there.
I don't know if the lightsaber color thing was something that Dave Filoni came up with, so he doesn't give a shit about it.
Right.
Because the only things that ever get to stay in continuity are things Dave Filoni created for himself, which
Okay.
is why
That
the
he
Mortis
wants to,
gods,
though.
Yeah, the Mortis gods are all over the goddamn place.
Yep.
You know, everything is Clone Wars and Rebels, and it's all his characters who have they've got Beskar level plot armor.
Yep.
So that they
Absolutely.
Okay.
Don't forget the general too. She's always wearing a pilot uniform. She's a freaking general.
Why does he have goggles like she's flying
That's
a
what I'm saying, dude.
I mean,
She's with the Wright brothers.
Dude,
I was
when
just a
she's
really
not
big
at work,
fan of
she's driving
Snoopy.
One of those Vespas.
By the way, no, I'm glad you're back, Slender. At what range would a naval ship in the U.S. military just take out a random vehicle coming towards them without responding through radio in a heightened military, like fleet command kind of environment? I would think it'd be pretty far out.
And one of your top generals meets it in the docking bay, and she's leading the troop.
Why would you leave your docking bay door open?
Meet it in the docking bay.
Why would you have the docking bay open?
Right.
In the timeline of this universe, about 6 days previously, a random shuttle went to another capital ship, and the 2 people who got out wiped out the entire ship's crew and stole a high-level prisoner. So let's go ahead and do it again.
The defense I saw last night when I was going through Twitter, the defense was, yeah, but they were ready this time. You didn't see them aiming the guns at them? Oh, okay. Oh, that seems reasonable. But listen, it's one or two things with that, right? Either they wanted to have that moment, that reveal, like, oh, it's Ezra, to take off the helmet, because that wouldn't work if he calls ahead. Hey, it's me, Ezra. I'm flying in. Don't blow me up. My ship may look bad, but it's really me, Then you wouldn't have that reveal. Or Ezra's a fucking idiot who's like, nah, they won't shoot at me.
Can we also find out where he got the coordinates?
How did he escape?
Yeah, they don't show that.
Thing,
How
right?
he got a ship. That ship doesn't look like any regular TIE fighter or shuttle.
No, it's a fucking Imperial ship.
Wait,
That's
wait,
what I'm saying.
was that- was
Seal
that
the
on
hangar
the-
bay. Seal the hangar bay. Wait for them to land. Watch them on the monitors. If it's someone you don't like, bring down
Open
the
this-
shields and they get
right.
sucked out into the back of
Or
your space.
say,
and
if
die.
you don't answer me when I talk to you, I'm blowing you the fuck up.
Yeah,
You're not
I
getting
mean,
anywhere
there's
near our
plenty of
ship.
options here.
But
I'm trying
Normally
to-
you would
the
just find
ship,
out
though,
if
I'm
anyone
trying to
near you.
explain
One at a time, guys. One at a
I'm trying to
time.
explain how he got the ship, though. So when I don't know how to even explain this. When he got slingshotted, like he's playing, like they're roller derbing onto Thrawn's ship, but with the Force. He killed those two guys somehow. I don't even know how. I can't even remember.
Mother
how.
effort. It's Balin's ship. I didn't realize it at first. It's the same ship from the first episode.
Right, because
It is-
Balin
it's-
parked there.
It's
No,
the
but
exact
my-
same ship. It's the
So
exact
that
same,
means
everything.
that means the
one
new goddamn Republic let the exact same ship from the profile of the one that took out one of their capital ships just come.
Oh, because they
fly
have
right in
ID,
again.
right? They have like a.
They should have the
but not
scans on
just
it.
that, dude. Not just that. The ship that like Thrawn's ship is the exact same. Is the exact same ship as the other one. Like all the interiors are identical to each other. Doesn't matter what class. It makes zero sense.
But yeah, so he took out the two guards that were in the bay with all the ships, and nobody else was working there at the moment. And so he's like, which one should I take? Ooh, look at this one. And so, he got his what would you call it? His Force Slim Jim, and unlocked it, and then hot wired it, and then
it didn't have a Force club on it.
I mean, I guess it's pretty lucky that he wasn't on a ship with 3 witches that can smell a Jedi.
Also, side note, do you know how many personnel it actually takes to keep a hangar bay running and operational?
2.
It's a lot more than
7.
Fucking 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said 7.
Okay, and bad take, maybe a bad take here, and I'm no disrespect to the main man, but Ray Stevenson is getting blown up. Like, what a great acting job. He barely acted in it. He just had the same face through the whole thing. He's a great actor, don't get me wrong.
He emoted 3 times, therefore,
Yes.
by default, he's the best actor on
Right.
this series.
Because there is no joy, sadness, regret, happiness, nothing. These people do nothing. Like, they meet each other and people try to tell me like, oh, you didn't watch Rebels. That's how Sabine and Ezra were. Well, she thought she would never see him again. He thought most likely he was trapped there forever. And when they see each other, it's just like a, hey, bro, got your lightsaber.
She risked the entire galaxy to get him there, and then
She's got the hots for Ezra clearly, and he friend zoned her in another galaxy as soon as she got there. And she was just like, "What's up, bro? I guess it's not a big deal. You're not excited to see me, okay?"
He was like, no, I don't need.
It is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that, I want me some glory hole.
Disrespectful.
That wasn't
listen,
me.
Fuck, what was it? God dang it, y'all fuck me up. Oh, listen, he's like, no, I don't need a lightsaber. I've trained myself here on this galaxy thing that I've been stuck on, this one planet. There's no other planets in this galaxy. Anyways, so I've been stuck here and I've learned how to fight with the Force. And then he picks up a gun immediately. But anyway, so he says all that.
And within 3 hours, he's building a lightsaber.
Building a new lightsaber.
Oh, fuck, I guess
Which
I was
he
wrong
didn't even
about
have
that.
to do. I don't know if y'all caught it the episode before. Ahsoka apparently has a whole storage area where she has multiple lightsabers. There are 20, 25 lightsabers in this weapon cage.
Let me
It's where
ask
she
you,
kept the recordings of the Anakin trainings.
Lil Chad, Slender, you guys might know this answer. Like, okay, I go back to the Kyber crystal again. Okay, so it's blue now, whatever. How long is that process usually to turn it from like crystal clear. To
You just got to plug it in, bro.
No,
you just got to make sure it's
tunes to the Jedi as soon as you build the lightsaber. It's supposed to be like a metaphysical thing where your force channels into it.
Which is why they switched all the kyber crystals to the kyber UBC. So
yeah, so it's a universal one now.
Right? Yeah, so it's universal.
I personally thought it was
except for the Death Troopers, they use the Apple Thunderbolt kyber crystal.
No, you can use Thunderbolt on PCs. I have Thunderbolt on my PC. It's not Apple exclusive.
That's what the Death Star uses was Thunderbolt. It needed that higher transfer rate.
Bride of Slender, you just need to add after hate Disney Star Wars, because that's what it is. They have taken an IP we all grew up with, we all have fond memories of, and they stomped all over it. And
does anybody else hear a ukulele?
I do hear a ukulele.
No, I don't have one.
But that reminded me, because we're talking about kyber crystals, and I go back to lightsabers and how they can deflect anything now, and I'm like, they could have defeated the Death Star if just one Jedi was on that planet and just deflected the beam right back at it.
Right, just Yoda on top of like a on a X-wing, and he's just standing on the top while someone flies him over to the front of it, and he's just holding his little lightsaber, and when they charge up and go to shoot it, he just blocks it. Right,
he just goes skidoosh.
Maybe if Yoda went to the Death Star,
the capital ship.
No, Yoda should have gone to fight Vader, and Obi-Wan should have fought the Emperor. Star Wars would be a hell of a lot different.
Yep.
I do want to praise the show about one thing. I do appreciate them having Anakin be a absentee father, even as a Force ghost.
I'm gonna say
they like to hammer that home, don't they?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he feels more love towards Ahsoka than Luke. Come on.
Than the guy that literally saved his soul. Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Well, he spent more time with her than, and now she's of age, so it'd be legal.
Hell yeah, he's like Padme's dead.
How do we know? Like, I'm sure in Dave Filoni canon, the way he's going to explain it is like, no, Luke, Anakin's Force ghost does show up. He shows up to Luke and says, "You need to kill your nephew because he's a problem." Right. And that's how it all started.
I've seen that before. That's how I was when I was his age. Get rid of him now.
It's like, if you hear him say one word about sand, you need to cut his head off.
Just chop that son of a bitch off.
This fight was so bad.
If he's implied that you're holding him back, you better take care of that.
I like Gary's.
Anybody can say this unironically after watching Revenge of the Sith when Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen went balls out for like 25 minutes.
Their spins are so slow.
The thing of it is the chick who plays Morgan, the way her form is actually like proper. I think she might have had some sort of training or something because what she's doing.
I thought it was Bruce Lee's goddaughter doing that.
Yeah, I think she's actually had fight training. And so she has to slow down to deal with.
That's what I'm saying. It's been sped up, but I can clearly see that she, especially the way that she's holding her feet and everything, she knows what she's doing.
Because I believe I might be wrong. I know one of the stunt people on the show, and I thought it was her, was the goddaughter of Bruce Lee, but maybe I don't know.
I think she is. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like the guy who does the Mandalorian stunts and is in the suit most of the time is John Wayne's grandson.
Right.
What?
A weird thing about it is because the soundstage is so tight where the cameras are, they can't actually move side to side. They can literally only move back and forth.
Yeah, because they're using volume as always, right? Yeah.
Wait a minute. Talk about Tina. Tina just got your notification at 8:17 p.m. Eastern when we started at 7:30.
Yep.
I was also going to say,
I'm gonna have to go to bed in a bit.
Hold on.
One of the problems.
Good point.
Let the poor woman speak. Let's see what she has to say about life in general. No disrespect, little Chad, because I love listening to you.
No. I was just laughing, going, "Yep, just got it on my phone."
Right. Okay.
Well, I'm glad we came to the stuff for that.
Yeah, it's my show, motherfucker.
Well, I'm gonna have to go to bed.
You know what I am going to comment then? Bride of Slender, I fully agree with you, Bride of Slender, because the prequels sucked rocks.
Yeah.
Barbara, it was great hanging out with you. I'm gonna make sure to be on here more often.
Yeah, absolutely. Give us a shout sometime. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah, man. Let's get together soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Over your boy.
Well, if you find me somewhere, you can find me. I'm pretty sure that's how this advertising myself, but because
Man, seeing your avatar upsets me all over again because of the one that I got because of you.
Oh, that was so good. Do you know I've got his number? I rang him the other day.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's legit. I'm going to get him to make another one that's just as good.
Sorry, inside jokes. It's inside baseball. Go ahead.
Awesome.
Go ahead, Boomer.
Yeah.
No worries. Anyway, catch you all soon. I'm on stuff. I'm on this. I'm on X and all that. Have fun and don't drink too much. I think that's good.
All
advice.
right, brother. Take care. Thank you for being here. All right. Back to at least now we forgot about how Tina just screwed that all up. Brahma says, I like how the choreographed the fight like a fighting game. You attack, I block. Now it's my turn to attack. Now back to you. It was pretty sad. It like the Anakin and Obi-Wan fight in Return of the Sith is it's fucking amazing. It really is. It's probably the best duel in Star Wars. Even with older Obi-Wan takes more of a samurai 1/ type form, but that young high octane one puts this to shame. But don't worry, hands down the best duel in the show.
Well, what I was going to say is earlier in the season, what the problem for Rosario Dawson is they cast that younger girl to play Ahsoka, who actually moved really quick and had a lot and was.
Dude, she was good.
And she was trying, and she was getting a lot more jumpy fight choreography.
Yeah.
Ahsoka, though, the way she blocked the blaster bolts or whatever is so slow. Her movements, because he has no idea where it's going to hit because it's all CGI shit. So she's just moving them as slow as possible. And when they switched to her stunt double or whatever, you could tell the difference in the tone, in the muscle tone.
Yep.
In her back.
Yep.
It reminds me of Flashdance when they cut to the breakdancing dude in the wig.
So
I'm not supposed to notice that this person's gotten 4 sizes jacked bigger.
Wait, are you talking about the after school special? I think it was called The Pilot.
No, Flashdance.
No, Flashdance when
movie.
she auditions at the end.
She's a Pittsburgh steel worker that also strips at night because she's a woman.
They're doing this thing where she's auditioning and using all the different dance styles she's learned. And they cut to her being a breakdancer, and because she can't do it, they just got a dude breakdancer, and it's just a guy with jacked arms in
with a
curly hair
mustache.
wig, and he's spinning on his head. It's
they don't edit it. Oh, dude, I'm gonna find
don't try it at all.
It is awesome.
But that's what it's like. And the laser blast deflection in this entire show has been terrible. Even in the first episode when Ray Stevenson was doing it. What you see him doing is just slowly moving his lightsaber laterally with no up and down at all. There was
no fluidity. That was like he was hitting his marks. Move it here, move it here, move it here, move it here.
Grant, you're a little louder than everyone else.
What, really?
Yeah.
It's his birthday. He gets to be loud.
That reminds me of the early episodes of Buffy where Sarah Michelle Gellar's stunt double was 4 inches taller and about 70 pounds heavier.
And a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so the woman
Spaceballs is getting more accurate and and it came out in the mid 80s. It's you just caught their stunt doubles.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so the woman who plays that is Bruce Lee's goddaughter, who plays Morgana, whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's who she is. Okay. I had to figure that out. Now I'm going to find the Flashdance one. So what else sucked about this? Was Ahsoka. Did you
I don't know how we're supposed to take Thrawn as being a real threat when everything he does is as if he wants to commit suicide, but he doesn't have the balls to do it himself. So he continuously allows them the opportunity to come.
Explain that.
Okay. So when Ahsoka and them first arrived, he's like, just let them go because now she's like her master. She's unpredictable. So we're going to try to block it to where the only option she has is this one and we'll have her. And then they send Marine or whatever her name is out with all of her weapons to go hook up with Ezra, who they couldn't find this whole time, and then they only send 2 Jedi out there.
Yet they knew where he was because they gave her the location.
Well, intel on where he may be.
And Sabine found her in 40 minutes, so that was pretty good.
So quick. Anyway, so even in this episode alone, they sent only 2 TIE fighters, just in case they find them. And then they find them, they're like, well, we're not going to send any more. And then they're like, oh, they're coming in, hit them from the thing. I've never seen people, the ship, just miss them so much. And then they're like, okay, we're just going to leave this one small group. We're not all going to stay here and take out this threat. We're going to try to leave.
And there's something someone else pointed out earlier that that made sense. So as they're leaving the room with the zombie stormtroopers that they're deciding not to use their lightsabers on, they're running through this old castle, and there's blast doors that they start dropping. Like every corridor has a blast door. So you're wondering, why wouldn't Grand Admiral Thrawn, tactical genius, shut down the blast doors?
Oh my God! Get up the stairs? Well, because then they would just use the lightsabers to cut through, like what happened in Phantom Menace.
Well, isn't his whole thing is, all I need is time. Time is what I'm trying to get. Like, so yeah, shut down the blast doors.
It's insane.
I like this question here.
He didn't need time. He didn't need any time because halfway through the episode, she said everything's all packed. They were ready to go. He stuck around so they could arrive in time.
Right. He literally waited till they were in the wake of them shooting to, hyperspace. Oh my God, I can't speak tonight. But was his whole plan like, I'm gonna get you right to there and be like, deuces, I'm out. Everything he did, he sacrificed these loyal ghosts, dead troopers, I guess. Everyone.
But I don't think they were dead until to get resurrected. They have the green eyes, so they were probably still alive and had been with them 10 years, taping up their suit like they're playing JV baseball.
Yeah, they were alive then. They weren't zombies until they died from being attacked by these lightsabers that
from death. Until they died from death.
Death got them.
All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's just so much, dude, in this episode. The way that she stole what's her name's sword, they specifically did it to where you could not see it. It was out of frame, so they would not have to try to make it to where it would. You know what I mean? She just pops up with it.
Again.
All right. So at the end, her Ahsoka's finishing move on the newest witch,
Morgana,
right? Whatever her fuck her name.
Had the sword and it should have been blocking.
Morgan Elsbeth, yeah,
that's the one. Yeah. So the way the maneuver worked is kind of spin and then out of frame. She comes back up when her arms are back up in the frame. She now has her sword.
Yeah.
So that was supposed to be, if you remember from the Anakin episode, that's the same move she pulled on Anakin to get his lightsaber.
And we didn't see it then either, did we?
And we didn't see it
that
then
was
either.
So dumb because of the height difference as well.
And here's a question for you. Looking at the show in its totality now, the whole 8 episodes, we've seen them. If Ahsoka and Sabine do nothing, what would have changed? Because Thrawn is back. They got Thrawn. He has nothing.
Ezra
nothing
may
changes.
never have gone to the ship.
Who gives a fuck about Ezra?
But that's all I'm saying. Yeah. That's the only difference.
They traded Ahsoka, a trained Jedi, which are supposedly is in short supply, but they seem to find everywhere now.
Yeah.
And a Mandalorian Jedi but here's the other thing.
She kills it.
Sabine decides to she goes from not being able to do anything to I can throw you 200 meters through
the slingshot, the force slingshot maneuver.
Yeah, that was great.
If you remember, Luke in Empire Strikes Back couldn't hold up some rocks, and he's the goddamn chosen one's kid.
Well, I mean,
and she's had the Force for 20 minutes, and she's comfortable doing a fastball special like she's Colossus.
Dude,
because physics.
Listen, I didn't watch the Rebels, right? But based on this show alone, seeing what all that they did, it really makes Yoda and Obi-Wan look like pussies, and that they refuse to help fight.
Yes, and Obi-Wan had his, he was in charge of watching Luke unless Leia needed him, I guess. But
but why did that happen? Because they thought everybody was dead. They thought all the Jedi were dead. But no, they're everywhere.
Order 66 only killed 66 of them.
Exactly.
It also gets worse because if you watch
No, it left 66 alive. That was why it was 60. Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was thousands.
If you watch the Obi-Wan show, retired Obi-Wan who was sad with life still fucked up Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm gonna once again, because I'm sure the universe couldn't benefit from me finishing him off at all. I'm still gonna just let him. I'm gonna assume he's learned his lesson, and I'm gonna walk away.
The first time Luke met and he said, like, I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi, he should have fucking stabbed him through the heart. Like, you wasted everything. You could have killed him twice. I do have a question. 3 times a lady. I have a question though. We'll talk about the ripoffs because I think I saw a couple, but Lars is not a fat dude. Like, Soul Assassin first asked, Thrawn is fat. Like, Lars is a pretty well-shaped guy. Like, it almost looks like they have him in a fat suit on like a planet where it looks like resources aren't, optimal, maybe a little harder to find. Like, why do you make him look a little obese?
Because you can't make a man look good unless you want to make him look weak.
Yeah.
So, okay, if you're going to make him be the bad guy, you're going to have to make him have some sort of flaw. What I was going to say with this is Grizzy's videos.
Uh-huh.
These are the people that this show's made for. These people that literally just go like crazy.
I just got done watching Ahsoka episode 7, and I continue to love this show with such a high passion.
You got a lot of problems, don't you? I think this is my favorite episode of the season so far. Why? Well, it had a lot of different things in it, but there's also a lot of stuff that just feels like classic.
I was thinking exactly what that picture is describing right now.
That movie was funny.
Do I sound as bad about Loki?
Yes.
Really?
Loud, very loud.
But you're not a shill about it. You just genuinely like it.
Okay. Makes me feel better.
So fake, all of this.
3PO looked
motherfucker,
like
I know you.
Hey, pause it for a second, Grant. Like, 3PO looked like crap in this one. I don't know if oh shit, what's his name?
Anthony Daniels.
Yeah, thank you. Was actually in the suit or not? Because
because the guy's 6 inches shorter.
Well, also
whoever's
his
in
neck
the
is thicker, and he doesn't hold his shoulders the same way. It didn't look like 3PO. But
yeah, I noticed the shoulders right away. Whenever I see somebody, I instantly like, are those their shoulders? I think those are different shoulders.
Yeah.
Alex,
if you loved the show, if you really, I'm all towards you, man.
Look, I'm a big fan of Neil Breen. I get it.
Yeah, dude, I like cheese myself. Like, if anybody likes this show, we all have shows that connect with us in some way. There were parts where I actually thought it could have been something. But the acting cues were terrible for emote. Like, people
get Neil Breen for season 2.
Honestly,
he couldn't make it any worse.
Who would Neil Breen put himself in as?
Oh yeah, because he would have to be in it. He's like,
I'm a
Dude,
Jedi.
you paint his skin blue, and he'd make a decent Thrawn.
Oh,
I am the world between worlds.
Yeah.
And the blue guys generally don't have a lot of emotion, so he wouldn't even have to get into character. He's set.
And then when he gets stabbed at the end, he's like, I cannot believe you stabbed me. Why would you stab me? I cannot believe you stabbed me.
I can't help you out of this one, man.
He's basically trying to make his own volume in his garage at this point anyways. So I think he would have the correct, experience with that technology to really make it work. I just want to say one more about this guy. This is why this guy is no longer allowed at the family reunions, because they were embarrassed of him.
Yeah, there you go.
Drama with
like, this is some white shit. What are you doing?
He'd show up. Neil Breen would be like, "I'm Sean. I'm the evil twin."
Yeah. Oh, dude, Cade would probably fit in immediately. You know what I mean? He would.
On the comment of this is some white guy shit. Apparently, whether you are white or black, soy has the same effect.
Yeah.
Why does the
Yeah.
New Republic have
What?
regular looking handcuffs in the back? They're like,
Oh shit, those do look like straight up peerless. Hold on.
And it
Because
looks
all
like
species' wrists are the same.
Oh, you know what?
Is that woman looking at the camera as well?
Yes,
yeah,
right
I
at
think
it.
directly.
By the way, it's worse than just why are those like normal handcuffs? It's worse than that. They look plastic. They look like the ones you would buy in a kid's police kit at the at CVS.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what? Disney was deciding to like cut the line. They're like, we're gonna make this a Halloween costume, so let's really make it all like if we just have them use the same level of prop that the Halloween costume has, it'll look better.
Also, since they are essentially like military police, wouldn't it be better if they were carrying flexi cuffs, like
the zip ties?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you almost never see military police units carrying regular handcuffs,
Man, these
unless
uniforms are
that's
stupid.
specifically their job.
Yeah, it looks like
it's a
every
penis.
single one of
It's
those
the weird
security
place
guards
for the
is,
handcuffs as well.
It's like
every security guard's a bicycle cop with those helmets, so they can
Yeah.
do the mountain. They can do the mountain race.
They should be wearing compression shorts and.
That's so dumb.
Like,
Play a little bit
Matt,
more.
would you have ever worn a helmet like that for like a possible riot event?
I don't even see what the function of that helmet is.
Oh my god!
What the fuck are you crying
Oh,
about?
fuck you, lady.
You bring in C-3PO. That's basically having Leia. That is
swear I'm
so
straight.
Glad they
brilliant.
have a silver.
Okay, listen, hold on,
happy to see you.
real quick. Can we go back to that last person? Because are they the Marie and Donnie Osborne of Star Wars? Because there's
Osmond.
Osmond. That's it.
You can't have Leia. You bring in C-3PO.
He's a little bit
that's
rock and
basically
roll,
having
and she's a
Leia.
little
That
bit
is
country.
So
Yeah,
brilliant.
He's a whole lot of gay, and she's a whole.
Oh yeah.
I swear, I love my wife.
The southern accent. The southern accent is not good at
Not
hiding
right.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, you better go with an English one.
Is
you know?
it amplifies it? Like, oh my
She's
god,
like,
guys.
I have an Expanse picture in the background. I'm a real nerd.
She's like, I like banging nerds. All right.
Oh, a girl
It's so
can't do
happy to see you.
Tetris.
I
They're
like
not good
her
with that kind of
pendant.
thing. Like, I don't know.
Well, did you see the way she had the pieces arranged? You're right.
Yeah, they're clearly. She's not going for the Tetris.
Like the title, they literally it was just
I
two words
know.
that they throw together, and they get so excited over every little thing.
And you know the worst part is I like those people from like that's a part of New Rockstar. Like I like their breakdowns and stuff, but they are diehards, man.
I
Diehards.
should do work with some of these people. Like
Yeah.
that's
What's funny is you couldn't even find enough shills to fill 5 minutes. We're a
Yeah.
minute and 26 seconds in, and they're already repeating the same
Yeah.
people because these are the only people who fucking liked it.
I do appreciate
laugh.
that he has the shit mic.
Yeah. Respect. He has
Yeah,
the better
she's-
chair.
I know. Theory.
Oh, you're right about that.
Apparently, really high on this show too, and I don't. Get
Yeah,
it.
I don't appreciate that he gave her a mic in the first place.
Yeah.
Base.
I like
Sledger would
the
be
other
like,
girl's
"Where's the
pen-
sandwich? That's your job,
What?
sandwiches."
What, Tina?
I like the other girl's pendant.
Okay, move
Got
on.
What the fuck?
She's got the chemical symbol
But
for caffeine.
I apologize,
His
everybody.
his
Mr. Bojan,
chin
I
says
apologize.
his chin says like, nah, I don't care if I'm not a guy. Like I don't care. It's so
It's
weak.
concave.
His chin says, "I've been on HRT for 6 months, and I'm happy with it."
Let's go.
Even fucking name drops, bro.
Name
What?
drops, bro. What was the name drop? Was it
It was
Anakin
Ventress.
just talking about
Because he says
Ventress?
Ventress and
Oh,
Grievous.
God.
I don't know what the. Oh, real quick before you press play, because I've been trying to get this out for a while. When Ray Stevenson is on top of that statue,
Mhm.
did anyone else they
Father.
think? Wait, is that him? Is that a statue of him?
I thought.
Why
Lord
is
of the
there
Rings.
why is there a
No,
giant statue of him? It looked just like him.
It's a statue of the father. It's one of Dave.
oh my god,
Filoni's
it's Ray
creations.
Stevens. He's the Mortis father.
He's gonna go into some bath and come out a
Oh.
different looking person altogether.
He's gonna come out looking like
season
Lee
2.
Shriver.
Yeah, something like that.
Why are there no other planet? Oh, hold on. This is for real.
Okay.
Why
Grant nailed
was
the casting on the replacement, though. That's actually who would make it.
why was Ahsoka in when they were in the ship before the TIE fighters got there? Why were they only 9 feet above the ground and not in, I don't know, the atmosphere?
Mm.
Because
Did
they
they
were
ever
hanging
explain
out with the
of
people
course.
who were commuting.
We were rolling.
Wait, so they really just wanted to be able to yell at the turtle people from the window?
It would have been nice if
they're in a hurry to get back, so they take their time by moving at the same speed as fucking land turtles.
Why?
That's the logic of this.
What they could have said is, we know that radar on Star Destroyers don't detect us if we stay below a certain level. That would have been a good thing to throw into
which way
But it didn't make a difference. They knew where they were.
That's why it
the
didn't
radar
work,
to
Grant.
find them.
That's why it didn't work.
You know what? I have to say, for Jedi, they get surprised a lot. You know, like they don't sense anything coming to, like they're getting shot at. Like it's just kind of weird to me. Like you don't feel the intent of, like, you know, someone wanting to kill you, like flying by, like until they're shot at. They're like, wait a minute, were those TIE fighters? And Alex, you're right. That was from a Clone Wars episode, the statue. And I actually liked the father, daughter, brother, like Trinity they have. It's a cool idea, and they had the bird at the end. That is
why was one of them headless out of the statues?
That was
because that was the daughter.
She's dead,
and now it's Ahsoka.
So the statue dies.
Well, I guess they're showing
Grant.
that it crumbled. You know, it's come on, it's symbolism.
It's symbolism. It's
They
right
are-
up there. Oh no!
Shut up, bitch.
Oh look, there is nothing moving like worth crying about from his 2 lines of dialogue. He's
what?
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, dude! Look at this, dude. Now this should be watched on a movie screen. Oh,
Why?
Oh, mine.
I do watch
They did
it
a
on
great
a
job
movie
with
screen.
the
It
effects
doesn't
on
help.
those. They did a great job with the whale effects. I got to give them that for live action. They looked pretty cool for what they brought from the
What?
cartoon. You know, that must have been difficult. I'm trying to be.
Scott's like, save the space whales.
If the space whales weren't such
I
a
want one.
stupid fucking premise to begin with, I might give that to you. But I hate
They
them.
are. They're already in it. I know they might see like, but dude, it kind of is a cool idea that naturally there are some species that are able to move faster than light. Like I find that
that's
kind of
fine.
cool.
So how
Why
do they
whales?
decompose in space as well?
Bro, science, man.
Why would the Empire or anything try to harvest the glands that allow them to travel? You know.
Yeah, do they have no interest in these whales? Are they not hunted? Motherfucker,
Yeah, I wondered that too.
Orcas can't do shit. We hunt them all the time.
Yeah, like why aren't there like, you know, ships of people like just like harpooning them for their, you know.
Yeah, where are the
For
space
their
Asians?
hyperspace oil.
Yeah.
We've got the
And
hyperspace oil from the whales.
There are some indigenous
Dude, fire up the
Hold on.
hamburger
Let Tina
fry.
finish, guys. Let Tina finish.
There are
Which
some
we-
indigenous people that eat orca meat, so there is a reason why they are.
Yeah, they're allowed to kill a
Where's
certain
Space
amount.
Ab? Why isn't he chasing down the great white space whale?
Space Ahab. He's gonna, like,
Well, I guess we're Space Ab. Yeah.
I lost my leg to these Purgles. I was like,
I don't know where my leg is, but it's in another galaxy.
You know,
Yeah.
that would have been a great arc for Thrawn, that he's just obsessed with killing every space whale he ever sees.
Oh, dude, yeah, forever and ever. And
Like when
anytime
he's
he goes
giving the
into
order-
hyperspeed, he starts to shake, you know, and
So
sweat.
he gives that order, like if a Purgle shows up, you know, shoot with prejudice.
You
That
keep
should just
saying
be-
Purgle. I don't know what that is.
That's their official
That's a
name.
space whale.
It's a shitty name too.
Wow.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, well, back
But
to the
that should be
landmines.
just a standing order, like he's a Japanese guy from South Park. F you whale, F you dolphin.
But so the not landmines, sorry, the space mines they have here, right?
Shit
Why? What was Thrawn doing before he got sent here that he has enough to cover the entire planet's outer atmosphere with these things?
No, it's not. It's just the pathway where the Purgles arrive.
That's still
No,
stupid.
It's pretty.
No,
big
I'm pretty
pathway,
sure.
man,
Yeah,
man. It goes
When
almost.
they
I
pull-
thought it went around.
There's like
No, it
thousands
doesn't.
of those lines.
No, it's just like hunting. You go out and you follow the deer tracks, and you're like, all right, I'm going to set up around here because this is where the deer goes every day.
I know, but there's
Why
like,
did he
wait,
have
there's a
those when
shot.
he got there?
Purgles leave those too in space somehow.
All right, but I'm just saying, I'm just to be on. I think
That's a
on
part of the
South-
witch's magic.
When they pull out to the wider shot of Ahsoka's ship, there are thousands of
Yeah.
these mines laid out like in a grid pattern. And
Yes.
it makes no sense that any Star Destroyer would just have as a standard complement
Yes.
thousands of these mines. This would be like a specialized operation, like
Unless they made them there,
which makes no sense. Since
right?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta push back on that one a little because, like, you look at the rings of Saturn and you realize those are asteroids that are hundreds of like miles apart from one another, and there's just so many of them that they appear much more dense than they are.
While they
just
talk,
you saw it pan
I'll get
out,
to that
you think
episode.
there are thousands of mines.
I'm
Did
gonna
you see
find
that?
No, because we see him fly through them, and then two of them come attack either side of it. So we know it's at least as wide as a whale.
Well, hold on though, but also the criticism isn't really. Okay, fine, fuck it. I don't care if there's thousands or 100. Why did he have them with him? Why when they were packing up their ship before they went on whatever mission, they're like, "Hey man, we should probably bring a few thousand space mines just in case we get in a situation where we need to do."
He wasn't planning on going there.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's no reason why they would pack these shit. You don't take up space with this. And also, if the whales are going to that planet to die, why do they start freaking out when things start trying to kill them?
Oh no, these ones don't want to die. It's the other ones. Yeah, it's the other ones.
Also, those are really shitty. They're designed. They're designed shitty because that ship was fine. I don't.
It almost seems
that
like the
doesn't make
whales
sense,
have
right?
no backstory and no consistent lore.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's what
it's
gets
the-
me too. Like they say in the episode, this is where they come to die. Like or a couple episodes ago, like that's where they make that final journey, but they don't like make it like obvious that it's. But they also migrate here in the winter. Like it seems like it's supposed to be a graveyard. It's like, did they get there and they're like, I don't want to die
They go to
anymore.
their Space Vermont summer home.
Yeah. Oh man. Play a little bit more. I love these people, and and no disrespect.
Does anyone find this shit genuine?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Looks like a shit.
Whoa, wait. All right, Scott, you're gonna have to work with me, okay?
I'm with you.
All right, now you're
not
gonna
doing this.
use. Okay, right there. Oh, that
Yeah.
actually worked out pretty perfect. Do
They're
you see
going
how they're
so
on the
far.
opposite side of the
Yes.
planet?
It's a 90-degree. Like they're everywhere. Up top, if you look above those rings and at the planet, they're going straight out from the planet. So
It's
these
a
things are
video,
everywhere.
Scott. I can't look above it.
No, you look
you go.
above
I
the
got
planet.
another-
I see what he's saying. Actually, yeah, I was
There-
wrong.
yeah. Look
There
at
you
this
go.
shot. Like, you can
Wrong.
see them just lined up all
They're everywhere.
over.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, but
I
with
think
the way
that
they're
other
spaced
one's a
out,
better
they're unlikely
view.
to hit anything. Like,
Well, that's
they're not
they,
spaced well.
they're magnetic.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, they're well-netic.
They're blubber. Fetish.
I mean, also, Ahsoka has a dumbass line here. Like they're like, oh well, at least they're giving us a bit of cover. And I'm
Yeah.
like, these are the guys
She's-
that brought you across the fucking the
she's
universe.
like-
and you're like, oh, thank God they're getting hit, not me.
She's like, fuck them.
Yeah,
Peace
and
out,
I'm-
everybody.
I got a small time. Like I'm not actually like I'm one of the people. I'm not against the pergola space whales. Like I think it's a cool concept. It's just that
Yeah.
what like they don't explain shit. Like are they force sensitive?
It
That's why.
wasn't fully fleshed out.
Yeah,
and,
there you
and
go.
Now they're just kind of like, oh, what do we need him to do now? All right, let's add that. They can do that now.
You're
Dude,
you're
how
never
the hell
gonna
do you
hear
think they're getting back? They're going to be using them again.
you're never gonna
No,
hear
they're
me
gonna-
accuse
world
of
between
Filoni.
worlds.
You're never gonna hear me accuse Filoni of having original ideas. I'm sure that he got all of this from some novel at some point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but he treats everything that he creates as like a 4-year-old does. It's like your 4-year-old is like, I made this superhero. He can shoot webs. And it's like, oh, well, can he climb stuff? Oh, yeah, he can climb stuff too. Well, what about Superman? Superman's got super strength. Oh, he's got super strength too, so he can fight Superman. Well, can he do anything about Superman's laser eyes? Oh, he got laser eyes too, so he can fight Superman. It's like, dude, you're just adding whatever you need him to have for whatever situation shows up.
Yeah, that's how he's.
Yeah, it's called Riding Slender.
Yeah.
He needs to be more
Don't you
realistic,
start
like
with me,
Loki.
Brad.
This is so sad.
Sad. Sad does not have an A at the end, bitch.
They are about getting out of
You're
here.
not. You're
Just
not
do it,
flogging Molly.
because
Why are you adding an
I
A
don't
to the
wanna
end of
die,
everything?
and I get that. I respect that.
You are high as a fucking kite.
I don't think anybody got my flogging Molly reference.
Where in the ship go?
I kind of got it.
There's too many of them.
Oh, his.
What the fuck are those two doing?
Comedy.
Oh, yeah. Now this is pod racing.
Don't you shut the fuck up.
Can you pause it? Because
It's who's the Jesus guy?
that's Ezra.
Yeah, Ezra.
Oh, okay.
Ezra Jesus.
Yeah, remember the minority with the blue eyes? Anyway, that dude, I swear to Christ, it's one of those things where he has had it this entire time, and it's 7 episodes in, he's like, well, fuck it, I got to use it now. This is pod racing.
Yeah, it was at the weirdest time too. Like,
yes,
Waiting for the clap. You know? Like,
Right, yeah.
Damn it, man.
Dude, what
This
what
is
are
my
the
moment
gravity
to
ears on the
slow
back of his vehicle for?
Well, these are all like he's
cable?
living with the with the trailer park like snails of this planet.
Yeah, dude.
they're
Like,
gonna
he's
have.
definitely slumming it.
They're not gonna
Wow.
have cable. They're gonna have rabbit ear antennas.
he is within an hour ride from Thrawn. They've been there for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I know
I mean,
you.
who would have
see
seen
you.
these things from doing a sortie with a TIE fighter? I mean, who would have noticed that?
Oh no, because they look like rocks when they put the shells over the top, just
Well,
like the real version.
It is, dude. I have to say one thing, and it felt more alien than any other show. Like all the other Disney shows for Star Wars, there are like
Well, they've
no
only had
alien
people in them, yeah.
But they always had just people. There was barely any alien species. So like it's nice to see different alien species. So I have to say I did like that. You know, yay.
You
Also-
are really reaching.
Yeah, man, you're really trying. I already
You
gave him
notice
the
the color of the
compliment.
sky? I like that cloud over there. Yeah, 8 out of 10.
It's a pretty cloud.
He's 26.
Yeah. That
Oh,
character
also,
station.
those are
It's a
dog.
business.
Those are stormtrooper dog tags around his neck that he's wearing.
Weird.
When did Jedi become like this Vietnam? I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab the
Trophy hunter.
ears. Yeah, you're not supposed to have attachments.
When watched Universal Soldier when he was riding it, and he went, "That makes sense."
Yeah, like
I'm
where
gonna
did
make him a little bit Dolph Lundgren. That'll be fine.
I'm gonna make him dark. He's gonna have the dog tags of the stormtroopers he's killed. Hey, it's me. I'm Ezra.
Ezra found him in a garbage can after the clones got fired, and he's like, "I'm gonna make a
Did anyone else
chainmail
think?
out of this?"
Did anyone else think this dude's ear piercing was his earbuds at first? Like, why would you have your earbuds in your nose?
No, I never thought that, but it does look weird.
It was just for a second.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
now that is pod racing, man.
We call this foreshadowing. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Wait,
Yeah, what did he mean by the foreshadowing thing?
Okay,
think
so
when
they
were,
said,
on the
they said, oh, so the Emperor died, and then she goes, yeah, some say he did, or something like that.
Ah,
Yeah,
Oh, that's
people
right.
say
He
he's
did
dead.
say that. Yeah. Oh,
So we'll go back to shut the fuck up.
hold on. Hold on. Sorry, this is really important because it pissed me off last night. Remember when Sabine said, "I tried" or "I whatever," and then she goes, "No, I do." How the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
do they know Yoda said that shit?
Right,
Yeah,
I don't-
like
Well, did
No.
Ahsoka say it to her? Maybe.
Did Yoda say it to Ahsoka?
No, but
No,
he
he said it to Luke.
No, he said
Only
it to Anakin, who said it. Oh yeah, he said it to Luke, who said it
yeah,
to
but
Ahsoka.
remember, Ahsoka is Anakin's cougar girlfriend at this point. I mean Luke's cougar
So
girlfriend.
you think
So-
they're laying down post Cordis, and he's like, "So I got to tell you about this guy
I guess-
Yoda, right?"
Did you call it Cordis?
Huh?
Wait,
I'm not making fun of somebody.
Yeah,
when they
yeah, no,
say
that's
shit,
the
'cause-
Star Wars name for it. Come
Yeah,
on,
that's
guys.
Texas.
It was another joke. I was
Yeah, no,
memeing.
you did great.
Oh,
Well, yeah. So they got done doing their Terrace Kasai exercises, and they're just chilling there. And
Are we just gonna?
Yes, Matt did just
Oh.
call Count Dankula.
What? I'm not subscribed. I don't know him.
I don't either.
I've never streamed. He's never invited me on his channel. Why would I watch?
Yep, I'm with you.
yeah,
He's
the
the guy who
official Star
told, he's the guy that told his
He
dog to
does.
do the salute.
Yeah. The official Star Wars page updated Sabine's relationship status to its complicated Jedi. So it's-
Are we just gonna move past the fact that there's no way that she should have known the whole? There is no try.
No, there
How
is
many
no
ti-
way.
Dude, Matt, people talk. Okay.
And how many times has she had to touch up her makeup since she's been on this journey.
She probably got the tattooed eyeshadow.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I don't know how space makeup works. I don't know how.
True.
It's a different atmosphere. I don't know how it would
Galaxy
affect.
far away.
We're witnessing the beginning.
Yeah.
If you've ever wanted to see the beginnings of a purple-haired land whale, this is where they start.
Wow.
So wait a minute. Time out. So those are definitely the stormtrooper tags, right? Those are definitely tags.
That's what I heard. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard
don't
it too.
know.
I can't be, man. It can't like that. First of all, like that. Where would he have gotten it? And then
Well,
why
from the
is he
dead
now not a
stormtroopers.
dark side user? Because it's like he should have ears then.
Oh
Well,
no,
you
he's
know-
honoring them.
Oh, nice.
No, or let's just be honest. He's been there 10 years. There's not a lot of livestock in that place. If he wanted to get some meat, Ezra,
That's a good
Ezra
burger.
he went Ewok and he started eating the stormtroopers.
All right. Well, do you reckon he banged one of those turtle things?
I
Of course.
mean, if he's not eating them, he's fucking them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you're on a planet, you're either eating something, fighting it, or fucking it. That's for sure.
Remember Kate Blanchett in the Aviator when she talks about oh gosh, she was horrible as
She was playing Catherine Hepburn.
Yeah. She's like, man, they either they hunt the flesh, they fuck the flesh, or they eat the flesh. Man, so horrible. Anyway, but yeah, so he either
That's like, how'd you know that that's my life?
So yeah, he's either gonna hunt you, fuck you, or eat you. Well, actually, I guess the hunting and eating would be.
I bet it's Sabine that she doesn't even rate for any of those with Ezra. Look at him. He's just like, I'm indifferent to you right next to me. I've been on this planet 10 years. You're a woman, and I'm just not even interested at all.
Right.
Dude, after 10 years, I would have raped. Sorry, hold on.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
After 10 years, I would have ratified.
The Star Wars term
turtles.
is aggressively negotiated with her.
I would
Like,
aggressively
I would be like, what is the
negotiated with
kinkiest
her
thing?
the moment I saw her.
Yeah, like what is the kinkiest thing you've been embarrassed to ask some guy to do to you? I will do it right now. I swear to God.
I'm kidding. She's
He's
not
like,
a bro.
Well,
in my-
Echo Base in the house. What is up? Yeah, this.
Yeah, so
it's just-
Ezra would have been like, "Hey, come into my turtle shell. I need to talk to you about something very."
If you really want to be a Jedi, you should come and audition at this couch.
Yeah.
Palpatine.
Like me
He's
and
like,
my
I can
turtle
help
buddy.
unlock the Force with you.
And you see a turtle girl get all pissed off, because it's like.
Wait, what did he laugh at?
I don't know.
So
we call this foreshadowing.
Hey, that's Count Dracula.
Palpatine returns.
Yo!
Oh,
I still don't get what he's laughing at.
she said something
Something
about,
about
it was
the
some.
timing.
He said,
Yeah.
yeah, she's blaming him for last time she tried to jump out of a thing she stuffed up.
How did the old ass robot that's with them? How did he know to be underneath that like the plateau thing or whatever?
The Force. He looked at them. He's like, well, you're gonna do something stupid. You're probably gonna try and kill yourself. I'm just gonna hang down here until something happens.
What part are you talking about? I'm sorry.
Right at the end, when they jump off the tower as it's getting blown up.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
and he just happened to be there.
I thought they knew
They get
he
a little
was there.
beep. Yeah, there's a little beep comm
Yeah.
signal that she gets.
What?
Yeah, it's
Amen,
stupid,
dude.
but she does get one.
How would he know to be there at that place? For them to.
He's going
Let me
there,
just
but that's- they
give a
give
shout
signal.
out. Let me give a shout out to Echo Base. It's Coach in the chat. Thank you for being here, man. And we'll definitely have you on next week, the following week, whenever you want, man.
We'll
I'll DM
talk
you.
about it.
You're the end of the month, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds well.
Where's Matt?
It was actually a little short. They were short in supply, so you could probably do it mid-month.
All right, let's play the rest of this awesome video.
Ahsoka's coming too, though, man. Oh shit, I'm so hyped.
Holy crap!
Oh my god! How did they
Don't
find
say
all-
it. Don't you dare.
This chick on the other side on the
Look at
previous
that
episode,
face.
she's going, oh my god, and she went, wait, is the blue guy Thrawn?
Okay, I'll say this. This is one of those moments where you catch him when the mask is down because she knows this shit is garbage.
Right, but she can't. Right. She's
The face
trying to
right
hide
there
it.
is the honest. That's the honest face.
I mean,
In her
she might
mind,
just
she
have
hasn't switched.
resting bitch face. Like
Yep.
it's possible.
He loves it.
Six head doesn't help.
Do you see what white
Oh,
women
damn,
do
she
to
went to
our
six.
brothers?
Are those Nerf guns?
Oh yeah,
hung up on the wall
this
behind
guy's
him?
definitely having like a mayonnaise only sandwich.
Right?
Like,
Got
I
him in
can
this.
guarantee, like,
Got him in this fucking cardigan bullshit.
Yeah.
Dude,
See,
she has never
he's
made
seasoning
him a
everything with
sandwich
flour.
ever.
No. Definitely bitch.
Yeah, undercover brother. It would be inappropriate.
Oh shit, I'm so hyped.
Holy crap! A rematch.
Oh, my fault. That's
Whoa,
they're
whoa,
friends.
what was that voice? This
Leveled
is my
up.
surprise.
That was a bit of a guy voice, wasn't it?
Them.
You! Yes!
Your lightsaber, take it.
You keep it. What? No!
As much as I love seeing these people disappointed, this is not George Lucas' Star Wars.
Nope.
This weapon is your life.
Your lightsaber, take it.
You keep it.
This weapon is your life.
Take it.
Yeah, it could have been like, you know what, dude? It could have been such an emotional moment.
The Force is my ally.
What?
Whoa.
What does he do now?
I am one with the Force. Force is with me.
He does a really
Oh my
bad
God.
choreographed fight. That's exactly what he
Damn!
does.
Strong ass force push.
It's
Was
just a
it?
force push?
yeah.
It was a normal force push.
What?
So, so was everybody from the Rebels?
I'm never mad when I get to see a lightsaber fight, and I'm happy no one died.
What, Tina?
Wait, what did she just say?
Everybody from the was everybody from the Rebels series all Jedis, or did they just magically
No.
become Jedi since we saw them
anybody
last?
now can be, and I know George has said that, but
No, he never said that. He said the Force is with everyone. Not everyone is Force sensitive.
Yeah.
There is a huge difference.
that is a huge difference. I am sorry. Don't yell at me with your loud microphone.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, Grant, when that happens, you turn the mic all the way up. Okay.
Listen, I did try to tell you in the private chat that you were still very loud for me.
Yeah. Who is?
Dude,
who is
I can't help it. I'm leaning forward and I'm yelling at my microphone because I'm angry at the microphone over it.
Right
but I
now,
feel
we
you
are
guys
all
can hear it.
we are all Walter Goggins just trying to tell people how terrible they are.
And whose video is this we're watching?
This is Grizzy's.
Okay.
I don't know who Grizzly is.
know.
Can you go back a little bit though? I wanted to hear what made her so excited.
That no
Are you
one
ready?
died.
Yeah!
I'm never mad when I get to see a lightsaber fight, and I'm happy no one died.
I bet
Wait, what?
smells like buck
She said she's
Wait,
happy.
that's what the children call
No, I got that part, but she said I never imagined I would be able to see a lightsaber fight.
She's
I thought she said
always
she was
happy.
happy every time
Always
she
happy
sees a
to see it,
lightsaber.
yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking.
And Lori, look at these two together, man.
Yay, they're
What a fucking
they're
bitch,
occupying the
am I
same
right?
space.
Yes!
What?
That dude is.
Yes.
Yeah.
How much do you think Disney pays them for this shit?
Nothing.
That part
They
is not
want to
much.
do this.
Not at all.
Dude, Ezra just using this force is badass.
Okay, pause it.
I love that part. It's like Ezra using the Force, and it's just him blowing people away with a gun.
She's not smiling with her eyes. That's because they're soulless. Listen.
Like, here's the thing, right? And Ezra could have been very cool in this circumstance. Do you remember when they were at Cloud City and Han Solo first encountered Darth Vader? And Darth Vader blocked the blaster shots with his bare fucking hand.
That's because it was his robot hand. It wasn't his actual hand anymore.
But he was using the Force to do it. Like, normally a blaster would still blow your hand off, whether you had a robot hand or not.
Right.
Pretty sure there's a lot of canon stuff from before Disney that it's because his Darth Vader suit is super armored up with his anyway. It's not
His Darth Vader suit is made with similar armor to Stormtrooper armor. So
Unions rule. What?
oh boy.
I thought you guys were just gonna get into it, so I was excited.
Well, okay, hold on. Damn it! Now I forgot what just happened with.
We were arguing about Darth Vader's suit.
No, I know
being-
before that. Oh, listen. He's like, no, I
that
don't
he
need a light.
headshot stormtroopers.
Nope,
point
nope,
blank.
no. Listen. So he's like, oh, I don't need that lightsaber. You had it this past few years, so it's yours, I guess. And then she's like, okay, I'm not even gonna offer you a blaster because you just use the Force. And then immediately picks up a blaster.
Yeah.
Why didn't she? She has two.
And they're acting like he's being so badass with the Force, and I'm like, there's a lot of cool shit you could have him doing right now with Force powers. He's not doing any of it. What the fuck are you talking about?
And we also
No one uses force sprint anymore. It was used in one scene once.
I legit thought he was going to use it when he was jumping onto Thrawn's ship. I'm like, oh, space! Finally, they're going to bring back speed run. Oh, they haven't seen these movies before.
Well, apparently because she does instead of trying.
What we should have heard is just like sneaker squeaking when he ran. Like because he ran. It's like me trying to run on a court. It's like, yeah, okay, maybe
you know what?
I thought it was funny.
How about before he runs, he wait 1 second, and I gotta pump up, and he goes down. He has Reebok pumps.
Oh man, those lasted a week.
Or like when Luke fought Vader, and Vader started ripping pieces of the ship off the walls to hit Luke while they were fighting. Like he's not throwing the stuff; he's literally just force pushing and shooting people.
When they fought the zombies, nobody used the force, none of them, until the woman had to save the man or whatever.
Until Sabine force grabbed the lightsaber like it was nothing, and then bolted it through the guy's head.
But that's another thing. If they made they missed there is a show in here somewhere, but like the acting cues are terrible. Like if Ezra was more like a older Obi-Wan, where like the Force has become this because he's been alone for so long, like this religious sanctity of like power, like he just becomes one with it pretty much. Like, but they make it look just dumb and a joke. Like, the Force is my ally could have been done so much better if they made it A, look better, and B, show that he has become way more powerful.
Like even friggin' Gandalf
So he
had a
shows
sword.
that they can't do it.
Right. No, Gandalf had a sword. Yeah, you're absolutely
he was,
right.
and here's a standard complaint: why did the stormtroopers close the gap to the to basically hand-to-hand combat range with their blasters? Like they should be doing a perimeter like about 20 yards away and just shooting at them.
Dude, they did that. They literally did that. Then in that previous scene, they said fire, and then none of them fired because he went, whoa, don't fire.
And during the zombie fight, there was a moment where one of the zombies it gets up and walks past the beam, and then she attacks him from behind.
Mm-hmm.
It would have made more sense if fucking Ezra was like Luke in Last Jedi. Then then Luke.
You got a point. He's like a hermit.
Yes,
he is the same age as him.
They're
born the same year.
They didn't.
Wait, isn't the guy playing
struggle?
Ezra 26?
The Ezra character is supposed to be 26.
That's what Luke would be roughly now. Then,
right? But what they would
Ezra's supposed to be about a couple years older, but right around Luke. Yeah,
like someone who could have been, resentful of like making this sacrifice and then now having to live a hermit's life for 9 years and knowing that Thrawn could try to attack him at any time. Like we didn't even learn about anything that happened in between that time with him. Like,
no,
has he been hunted the whole time? Has he just been left alone? Like, I don't remember.
This is an entire galaxy that they're in.
There's been a lot of turtle effing, is what.
And there's this one planet. Does this galaxy only consist of one planet? I don't think that counts as a galaxy.
Yeah. Also
it is because it's far away.
This has nothing to do with Ahsoka in general, but does anyone else remember when like a season was like 15, 20 episodes?
I have no problem with them with a shorter season if the episodes are longer and are good. I have less concern about quantity, more about quality. I think that Chernobyl was like what 4 or 6 episodes. It was amazing.
Yeah.
The problem
you mean Chernobyl?
Yeah, Chernobyl.
Chernobyl. Shot tonight.
The show was 8 episodes, and it still had 6 episodes worth of filler content.
Yeah,
they could have done this in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, like concise.
Sad, dude.
So I'm editing out just the dialogue for each episode. I'm halfway through episode 5, and I've got nearly 16 minutes worth of dialogue.
Oh my god,
that feels right because
point blank, brother.
They can only communicate with each other in like 3-word burst.
Right. And it's a lot of smirks too. A lot of smirking going on. We got 15 people watching us on Rumble right now. Thank you guys so much. Please follow the channel over there. Please thumbs up. YouTube doesn't send out many notifications for me anymore. And I just would love to be a Rumble channel and make it something we can all enjoy. So please follow me over there. I will share that link. And yeah, Ahsoka, let's just say, where do you put it with the other Star Wars series we had? And let me throw them out to you. You have Ahsoka. Is it above Obi-Wan? Yes. It's better than Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan sucked.
But I'm going to say Ewan McGregor did.
Yeah.
I don't mind if it, you know what though, dude? It was terrible though. Yes,
It was
Ewan McGregor
terrible.
is Obi-Wan, but I don't want that Obi-Wan.
I mean, you've got Reva and you've got Sabine, and they're kind of like a push because they're both as terrible, but they're equally as terrible. So
Both
that's
got
a
gut
push.
punches. Yep.
Yeah,
If you combine them together, they're called Rabine. That's their shipping name.
And what does this matter? We're arguing over what is the most appealing turd.
Yeah,
I can tell you that the only thing definitively lower would be Boba Fett. Book of Boba Fett is like
terrible.
That's
trash.
fun though. That was fun.
The Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought I was the crime lord.
I come from a planet of water.
And you could do this also in the chat. Oh, someone just sponsored. Who threw out sponsorships?
You mean memberships?
Yeah, someone shot out sponsorship, so I appreciate that.
That would be Mr. Grant Gregory, who
Grant.
bought 10.
You're not supposed to do that on your birthday.
Thanks, bro.
I don't think you know how birthdays work.
Shut up here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I always
great.
get it wrong.
Miss Martin Muses. Oh, Johnny Boy's watching. I love it. You know what? You guys are the best. Sitting back watching. You know.
how you doing, Sean?
Oh, and we got Sean and Juan and others.
What's his name? What's that, Scott?
Juan
Wong.
He knows I screwed that up. And Joseph.
You always mess up the Australian names like Jin Wong.
Hurricamp.
Wong Fu, what?
No, I appreciate that. Thank you, Grant. I really do. But I want to do this. There's 5 series? We have Kenobi, Andor, Ahsoka, Mando, and Book of Boba Fett. So we all agree Book of Boba Fett is the worst.
Sorry, Assassin. That's my job. So I'm working on it.
Okay, so Andor would be the best, even though I personally couldn't get past like the 3rd episode or whatever. But I
thought they were going to develop Bellinger's story a bit more. I wanted to know more about the bell ringers.
Right. So I think we all agree like that would be the top, and then maybe I love fucking Grogu. I love fucking Grogu, dude. I don't give a shit. That he is
Not
adorable.
Season 3, though.
So you're going with
Season 3
Mando as number 2.
Yeah, just because of Grogu.
Yeah.
So it goes Andor, Mando. Top.
Yeah, I think Andor, Mando,
then Loki, then
Loki.
No, hold on. You're fucking me up. I'm trying to keep track of what there are already.
Yeah, you jacked me up too, man.
There's only been 4 shows.
Andor, Loki. No, I'm sorry.
God dang it. See what you did, Chad?
Andor, Mando.
It's Mandalorian.
Yep.
Boba Fett.
Yep.
Andor.
Yep.
Obi-Wan.
Yep.
And Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
There's 5 shows.
Okay.
Yep.
Dude, Obi-Wan would probably be 3, Ahsoka would be 4, Book of Boba Fett 5.
I enjoyed how bad it was.
Number 3 because Mando was in Boba Fett. That's why I put it in number 3.
And it had that one episode.
They had 2 episodes that were Mandalorian episodes.
Right, but there was also the one episode that went back to to the scientist guy that was really kind of unique.
That was
I like that episode.
Yeah, what was that in?
That was
Mandalorian.
That was
season 3.
No, Andor.
Okay, so Mando
Mandalorian,
still stays at 2 then. I think I'm gonna have to go Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, and then Ahsoka. No. Yeah, I'm gonna go Book of Obi-Wan, Book of Boba,
Obi-Wan, yeah.
Obi-Wan, and then Ahsoka for me. No. I don't. This last episode was so fucking fun though. As in, it's really, really bad, and I enjoy that.
I know you do, Neil Breen fan.
Yeah, it's hard for me to try to rank them as in quality versus how much I enjoyed the shit.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. No, I get that. See, it goes for me. It goes. I think Andor, God, jeez, that's
Mando. Mando.
I don't like Mando, but it was.
You don't like Baby Yoda?
No,
It's objectively
Motherfucker,
better
he's adorable
than these other shows, though.
Nah, I agree with Mr. Grant Gregory. I think we're all on the same page, except for well, those of you who are wrong.
Yeah, so I got Andor, Mando, Obi Trice, Ahsoka, and then Boba Fett.
I got that reference.
Boba Fett's last. Ahsoka. No, I think I put Ahsoka above Obi-Wan.
You know, I do think it's interesting that nobody is pointing out that what's her name got the job in this show because she's Mrs. Ewan McGregor.
Oh,
Sabine?
Hella.
I mean,
No,
why the
Hera.
hell would I be surprised there's nepotism in Hollywood? What?
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, his daughter was in his series, so.
I think I also want to see Breen fight 4 sensitive white tigers in space. That would be better than any of the things we've listed.
You guys,
while he's driving around his Corvette.
You guys, I know
call it.
none of you guys have seen the new Neil Breen movie. I've been trying to find the clip, and it's not out yet, of him fighting this tiger. You have no idea how insane it is.
Well, I'm waiting.
I've seen some of the fight scenes,
We'll find
so I
out
think
one day.
I'm up for it.
Oh, it's on Mary Elizabeth Winstead. That's right.
All right, what time is it? All right. Do we have even time to go over anything else?
Probably not.
No, welcome to. That's it. Thanks for coming.
That's pretty much it, right?
We briefly mentioned unionizing, then we briefly mentioned Sam and Frodo being just
so we did
bros.
cover everything. That's pretty cool. All right.
Yeah, and then
did
we
good.
spent an hour and a half on Ahsoka.
Oh my god,
It's that bad.
It
It's
needed
just
it,
that
though.
bad.
I do want to just read this one thing off of the Bounding into Comics article. So hold on one second. Let me share that. I was trying so hard to get your avatar as mine, but I couldn't get it to save as a JPEG. So hold on. Here we go. So screenwriter. Oh, I got to share it. I hate that you made me.
While he
that.
shares it, just set your alarms. It's now 23 hours and 43 minutes until Loki premieres.
Oh Jesus!
What the fuck?
He'll get
So,
kicked in the
Tina,
balls
when are we
again.
doing our show on it?
I don't know. I think the only days I'm not streaming are Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Well, the show's Thursday, right? Like, what time
It's
does
on
it come out on
Tuesday.
Thursday? Oh, I
Comes
thought
out
the first
Tuesday.
one's this Thursday.
No, it's
No,
this
yeah,
Thursday.
Yeah, it comes out tomorrow. It comes out to like I said,
That's why she
23
said
hours
22
and
hours.
40.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're not gonna do it to where you can see it like 3 a.m. in the morning.
No,
Well,
thankfully it was originally planned for Fridays at like 3 a.m. But they for viewership they moved it back to be Thursday nights. So
Okay, so it's gonna be Thursday night, like what they did with Ahsoka.
Like
Yeah,
9
they've
o'clock.
changed it to 9 p.m.
Right.
Eastern drops now because it's working a lot better to get attention. Much better than
Okay.
3 a.m. Eastern, midnight Pacific.
I don't know. It was a good time for me.
So, real quick, just want to go over this. This is an interview she did back in 2003. She's the screenwriter on The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Her last name is Boyens. Was asked how the film depicts real sentiment between Sam and Frodo rather than manufactured emotion. She answered, I think what I like about this, that is that Sam has, I think it, oh God, please, Tina, can you read that?
yeah, sure. She answered.
Okay,
Oops.
there you go.
I think what I like about that is that Sam has, I think it is an understanding, a shared understanding, which is why we deliberately put in the beginning of the movie Sam's belief that there would be a return journey. It is very important. You didn't want to palm it. You just wanted to slip it in there. We didn't want to do a big, huge setup, just getting them there that Sam, or sorry, just getting them there that Sam has an expectation that there will be a return journey.
Kind of innuendos. Palm it, slip it in there, big, huge. Yeah, come on. All right.
Boyens continued, in that I think that little scene where he says, I don't think there's going to be a return journey. And Frodo looks at him. Something passes between them, which Frodo actually knew already, which is there was no going back. They weren't going to survive this, and that's how they go forward. That's how they proceed. And that's part of their stoicism and heroicism as characters.
Right.
Okay.
Where's it do the game?
So we're
I think here we go.
That's why they're gay.
and the only reason they can do that is because they are together, she asserted. And I think that's a lovely bond. And it's lovely to be able to do that between two male characters without any other kind of political implication or sexual implication.
I'm on board.
It's just the truth of a friendship, a real, genuine friendship, and it's quite clean.
On
and
board.
I think it plays to the experience of J.R.R. Tolkien, who obviously went, and even though he hated the allegory of the world wars, I think you can feel this was written by somebody who went through something like the trenches of World War One.
Correct.
Yep.
All right, yeah. So I kept waiting, like, when is he going to say the nonsense?
Right.
Well, she wrote the good ones, so it's not
I
gonna be
had no
nonsense.
idea who it was. I just knew it was a woman, so I expected it to be shit at some point. Her take.
Yeah, it's like woman and base take Lord of the Rings. Matt's like, okay, I don't believe it.
Interestingly, Tolkien informed biographer Humphrey Carpenter back in 1977 that Samwise was indeed inspired by his comrades in the trenches of World War One. Carpenter quoted Tolkien in the J.R.R. Tolkien biography, "My Sam Gamgee, my Sam Gamgee." Thank you. I've
Gamgee.
never read any of these crazy books.
You're fine.
My Sam Gamgee is indeed a reflection of the English soldier, of the privates and batmen I knew in 1914 war, and I recognize
Dude, wait, there was
as
more
so
than
far
one
superior to
Batman?
myself.
Wait, say
Yes,
that
there were
again?
plenty. There are plenty of batmen in the World War.
Oh my gosh. I always thought there was only one Batman.
Yeah, unlike culture, who thinks that there's a whole lot of Spider-Man.
Wait a minute. Why? Why does he think that?
No, he never says Spider-Man. He always says Spider-Man.
Ah.
Yeah, he does.
It's really
kinda-
funny.
He likes to be inclusive of Miles Morales. So.
Well,
Exactly. That's good.
Miles Morales is not Spider-Man.
Tolkien reiterated these comments in a letter written to H. Cotton Minchin, dated April 16, 1956. He wrote, "My Samwise is indeed, as you know, largely a reflection of the English soldier, grafted on the village boys of early days, the memory of the privates and my batmen that I knew in 1914 war, and recognize as so far superior to myself."
Now, let me ask a question. He does say Batman, right?
Batman, yeah.
Okay, what year was this that he wrote? This must be because Batman didn't come around till when? The 20s?
I think you're misinterpreting.
No, I'm just wondering. Stupid things I get hooked up on. I would just wanted to know. I'm sorry.
It's a Batman is what do you call it? He's like an assistant to a commissioned officer.
See, I did not know that. Okay.
Like a yeoman?
Soldier assigned to commission
sure.
officer.
That's the lame term for a rapper, a yo man.
As a personal, it's a personal servant for an officer. You got to apparently have those even in World War One. That's kind of messed up.
Hold on one second. What?
Your attendant, your valet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, is it a valet?
Oh,
Valet.
okay. All right.
What the heck happened to your icon?
What are you talking about?
That's
my
pretty
my new
awesome
avatar.
picture,
That's
actually.
my new avatar.
Motherfucker.
Whoa, very cool.
My new
That's
avatar.
that's a
What?
really special icon. I think super
Yeah.
special.
My friend sent it to me.
The Thing is my favorite horror movie, by the way. Small time. That is not why I shared that. I was being. I was opening up. No, but take it down, just in case the guy's watching. I still don't want him to, feel like shit about it. 'Cause he didn't go through the effort of making it for me, which is why
I think it looks pretty good.
fuck off.
I think it's pretty cool. Honestly.
I don't want to hurt the guy's feelings. I like the picture. Fuck you, you asshole.
Because I know he's full of shit, dude. Yeah, so that was the whole thing. I'm like, fuck, I'll say it now. But yeah, Barber, I was like, man, because they're friends. I'm like, can you just say, let him know, like, hey, man, maybe you should change it up a little. He's like, oh yeah, mate, I got you. Barbary, and fucking Barber goes to him and goes, mate, it's perfect. He loves it. And the dude was like, are you sure, man? Because I think it may. He's like, no, don't change a thing. He wants it to see. It's beautiful. Fucking dick.
Oh, that's fantastic. If you guys don't mind going on, I just like hearing what these people have to say.
Oh, sure. Tolkien
What's up, Chief?
scholar John Garth also described the relationship between Sam and Frodo. The relationship between Frodo and Sam closely reflects the hierarchy of an officer and his servant in the First World War. Officers had a university education and a middle-class background. Working class men stayed at the rank of private or at best sergeant. He detailed a social gulf divides the literate. Leisured Frodo from his former gardener, now responsible for wake-up calls, cooking, and packing, British masculine reticence and class consciousness problematized the communication between batmen and officers, the odd couples of the battlefield. Tolkien maps the gradual breakdown of restraint through prologued peril until Sam can take Frodo in his arms and call him Mr. Frodo, my dear. By then, the hierarchy is largely inverted. Frodo moves toward a childlike dependency. He presents the problems, Sam the solutions, he asserts. In the First World War, this process was far from atypical. Officers were given commissions for class reasons, not because they were experienced soldiers or leaders, whereas the privates and the batmen often had the age, experience, and wisdom their official superiors lacked.
I mean, really what they're saying is, like, what's wrong with two dudes spooning on a trip? You know, like, it doesn't mean
Exactly.
Hey, I mean, if you got to conserve heat, you got to conserve heat.
When a bro's walking to Mordor, that's just how you got to do it.
Yeah, I mean, he deserves a spoon, a spork, if I may.
Ooh. Garth goes on to cite C.S. Lewis's own personal experience. C.S. Lewis, for example, had played Frodo to his Sergeant Sam. I came to pity and reverence the ordinary man, particularly dear Sergeant Ayres, Lewis recalled. I was a feudal officer. They gave commissions too easily then. A puppet moved about by him, and he turned this ridiculous and painful relation into something beautiful, became to me almost like a father. With the help of Sam's homely chatter, Frodo even laughs on the edge of Mordor. Such a sound had not been heard in those places since Sauron came to Middle-earth, Tolkien notes. This is the kind of laughter that war correspondent Philip gives in the Now It Can Be Told, believed acted as an escape from terror, a liberation of the soul by mental explosion from the prison walls of despair and brooding on the Western Front, he concludes.
You know, I can't speak of being in war, but I mean, like, it's that band of brothers effect. Like, if you don't laugh, you're gonna lose your mind if you can't find something. You know,
that's military in general. Like,
Yeah.
you are spending all day just kind of doing shit work in a place you don't want to be. You can't go where you do want to be. So, like, yeah, I mean, soldiers, sailors, all of us, we just do dumb shit to amuse ourselves.
right? And the crazy thing is, you're taking
Or each other in the Navy.
Right. But you're taking what is a pure friendship in that is forged even tighter in war, and turning it into a 2023 view on the alphabet people. Like, it's completely different.
Yeah, I can't wait for the remake of Band of Brothers where they decide that all of them were gay for each other.
Yeah, Winters goes down on what?
Dick
It was
Winters
a big
here
anniversary
reporting
recently,
new-
I think. It was a big anniversary, I think, for Band of Brothers recently. Like a 20-year or something.
For the show itself.
Yeah,
That is
the
one of
show
the
itself.
greatest miniseries, if not the greatest of all time.
Agreed. It's even more than friendship. It's a total trust in another person. It's true love, not the sexual way, but as St. Thomas Aquinas defined it, to love is to will the good of the other.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm not talking about this. I was just looking at this dude is having a Last Jedi moment with Neil Breen where he's like, oh no, I think he's becoming too self-aware. It was just funny.
Oh.
I still have faith.
Oh man.
At 9:29 p.m. Wednesday, October 4th, Neil Breen became self-aware.
Band of Brothers came out in 2001.
What the hell? You came in the chat just to give me shit about that. She knows who I'm talking to.
Oh, right. Right.
You should use
I mean,
it from
she's
now
right
on.
though. That is the coolest icon. And
It
you
is the
should
coolest
use it
I
from now on.
swear to. All right, listen, guys. This stream is going to be deleted. We're never going to speak of it again, and that's the end of it.
Thank
Sporking,
you.
can we
allowing-
have
I've
arrangements
already
so all
downloaded
of us
the
have?
image.
Yeah,
I want all
I've
of us to
also
have that
downloaded the
icon.
image.
Well,
Yeah, let's
it's
all
in our
use the
chat right
icon.
now, gentlemen. What I would say is I'm allowed one veto a month, and you agreed to that, and I'm vetoing you, what you just vetoed.
Wait, what?
Yes.
You can't veto a veto.
I vetoed your veto.
You can't. No,
Sure
you
you
can't.
can.
You can't play a
Danny
skip on a skip.
You can skip on.
Hey,
You can
if
play a
the
skip on a
U.S.
skip.
government can do it, Sporks can do it.
Yeah. Alex, you want us to delete it because what we said about Ahsoka and the picture. But I love you, man. Thank you. I'm glad you stuck around and listened to it, even though I'm pretty sure you really enjoyed the show. And I still don't think it's the worst. Okay, Book of Boba Fett. I think I really hated the Obi-Wan show, man. I hated that. Ewan
Book
McGregor
of
was
Boba
wasted.
Fett will always be raising the curve for the Star Wars
Oh,
show,
right.
so that's always
absolutely. When you have the steampunk generation in Tatooine, it's a little messed up.
Hey, can we put them on Vespas? It's Star Wars. How do we do that? I got a way. We're gonna put them on Vespas.
Vespas.
I want a goddamn Vespa. Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, Dr.
Actually,
Anonymous,
well,
your colleague
so-
trying to drop the skip. And
Well, this
reverse
is why you
card.
should stick to your field of expertise, because Uno actually confirmed that you can't play a +2 on a +2.
Wait
Well,
a minute.
Uno's just a game. The government is reality.
Oh,
But you can
damn.
do the reverse, the skip, the then drop them one.
So wait a minute. If
the
I
draw
skip somebody, the next, if we're 4 players, that
No,
next,
that's what I'm saying. This
No,
person's wrong. Yeah.
yeah, you could skip.
You got to
on
do
skip.
the 2-player one though.
Yeah, but you can't do +2 on top of a +2 or whatever.
Man,
or draw
Grant's
2.
avatar is the best.
For Grant, for real, bro. Like I really, I haven't
We
seen
don't
him
even
in
know
a
who
while,
that
but I
is.
really don't want him to.
We don't
Okay,
even know
that's
who
fine.
that is. All right, we'll delete everything.
It's your birthday. If you want to try to,
It's your
have my
birthday.
greatness as part of you.
Boba
Wait,
Fett
what?
snorted a lizard and had a back to
Bacta
tanning
tanning
bed. Yeah, in Book of Boba Fett, it can't get more ridiculous.
But
He rode a Rancor.
But that's my problem, though. I
And he
love
forgot
that
he had a
shit.
spaceship.
Yeah, it's so
But-
outrageous that it's
Like a
Matt's
Bantha.
like Matt's like the meme. He's like, "Joke's on you. I'm into that shit."
Well, I mean, I thought that little Princess Leia was so annoying that
Yeah.
Boba Fett had to be better than.
she was
I-
terrible.
Not her as a actress. I thought what she was giving,
No,
she
right,
did what she
agreed.
could. But
Oh,
the
she
way
did
she
a
was
great
written,
job. Yeah.
and them like, well, she has to escape. Yeah, but I mean, she's so small. What do you mean
And-
she has to outrun them? We'll put a branch here.
Yeah, and she'll go.
That's not going to work. How about if we played Benny Hill music?
Well,
And then they
Tom
got
Connors, I think,
Flea.
did a.
Say it again.
Go ahead, Tina.
I think that Tom Connors did a really good explanation. They said that the actress was very good, but she did a Carrie Fisher imitation,
Yes.
not a Princess Leia
Right.
depiction.
She played Princess Leia,
So she was
late
snorting
70s
coke?
version. Exactly.
Exactly.
She should have been a little sassy, of course, but not like, talking to adults like that is what? That she wouldn't have been raised that way. And just the whole concept of that. I'm sorry. And I know it might have happened in Clone Wars or Rebels where he leaves and helps Mandalore, but like the idea he's like, okay, someone's after Leia. Well, there's no threat to Luke. I'll just go save her. Like, he wouldn't have done that. Wouldn't have done that.
It was really convenient that Luke managed to somehow not ever see a lightsaber that entire time he was being chased.
I explained this in my video. You know I did.
Oh, well, now, you explain it again for us.
Okay, yeah. CTE, motherfucker, you bigot.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He got a concussion. That's why he forgot about the Inquisitor lightsabers, rocks, the Force.
Like Danny forgot about the
Iron
ships.
Plate.
Yeah.
So that
the
means
Iron
like when
Plate.
the rebel people were seeing him turn off his targeting computer, we're like, oh shit, we've read this guy's medical history. He's got a history of head trauma. we're effed now. There's no way he's making that shot.
Oh, that was great. That was great. And and they should have never had him meet Darth Vader. Because
Agreed.
twice Twice he knows he could have offed him. Even after Darth Vader said, "I killed Anakin Skywalker," like he gave him his out, and he's like, "Thanks for that."
He said,
one,
"My
buddy."
friend, then my friend is truly dead." Okay, bye.
Yep. Chop him in half.
Yeah, like in
Because
Revenge
Rey
of the
comes
Sith.
around. She's
In
the
Revenge of the
chosen
Sith, he didn't have to like stab her or anything. He just had to like give him a subtle nudge to roll back down the hill, and then the problem's solved too. He doesn't have to. You don't have to be aggressive about it. You just have to like just a little nudge, and then you're done.
Absolutely. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. This was a great show. I had a ball. You guys are the best. Thank you to the panel, Mr. Grant Gregory, the great birthday. I'm happy for you, 39. Enjoy it.
Yeah, that's right, George. You got to watch out for the white slavers getting your
Sorry,
stuff.
I was seeing this person here saying howdy at Pride of Slender.
Question mark?
Don't put a question mark. You know he'll read it just as on the
that's
screen.
fantastic. Does anybody want to plug anything?
I do have a couple of things. One, I'm a little disappointed nobody got my Twitter joke earlier about the alarm, because I was like, oh no, it woke me up. Does that mean I'm a zombie now? And then I put hashtag zombie, hashtag zombie, hashtag zombie.
That didn't happen yesterday for me, so yeah.
Yeah.
But nobody got the zombie joke. Cranberries.
I made a zombie.
Zombie.
Yeah. Anyway, that was disappointing. Also, I am looking for anyone, and this isn't a bit. All right, I'm breaking kayfabe here, but I am looking for someone who either doesn't have a inner monologue or cannot visualize images. I can give you all the technical terms if you want, or both. Because I am completely fascinated with how they function in a world without those things.
Yeah, me too. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, like the dude that wrote Fault in Our Stars, he cannot visualize imagery in his head. It's
John Green?
Yes, right.
Really?
Visualizing imagery is not quite as big to me, but not having an inner monologue,
Same
that
here.
basically means you're an NPC, right? Like,
Right.
You have no thoughts.
How do you workshop conversations you're going to have with somebody? Do you have to write a script beforehand?
You have to
But
talk
where does
out
the script
loud
come
at the
from?
mirror.
You not hear it in your head first?
But John Green and his brother have this channel with extensive educational videos on history, science, everything, and they create.
But they're
all
talking
kinds
out
of
loud
visuals.
about it.
Well, no, he
Strangely,
doesn't.
can't see anything in his head, but he's able to create such great detailed visuals.
You can look on Twitter because he was the one that brought it up.
Sweetheart,
himself.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying it's very strange.
I'm saying he's
because
wrong.
They create some really, really amazingly well done educational videos.
So these people, do they walk around like they're in a soap opera where you just speak out loud everything you're thinking instead of?
I don't know how they work.
Because that would explain soap operas a lot more.
Does that mean they can never get a song stuck in their head?
Oh shit, I don't know. See, this is why I'm trying to find someone legitimately that yeah, so that and
you can
the,
answer
so,
these questions for us.
And they also said that the two are kind of the research that they've been doing. There seems to be a correlation between the two. So if you have one, you may actually have both. And yeah, I just have so many questions about this. They say it's kind of like if you're left-handed or right-handed, more so than it's not they're not categorizing it as a disability or a defect. Just, some people are left-handed, some people are right-handed. I'm like, biz, that sounds like you trying to be careful. You know what I mean? Because this sounds like a disability.
Is your inner monologue your voice or someone else's?
Can you
Mine.
change it like
yeah, I can change it. Yeah,
make it an accented one.
Of course, I can do accents.
Could it be
Mine's
Matt's
always been
Italian
an
accent?
accent.
Yeah, mine speaks Hindi.
Did Grant do an AI update on your inner monologue?
Yeah, it's like the voice sounds familiar, but it's in Hindi. I just don't get it.
The image one is called Aphanasia. Noted. Just for the record.
Wait, I like Aphanasia. Did she have that good song in the early 2000s?
I just noticed Slender keeps changing the orientation.
I'm not even looking anymore.
That is great. Wait a minute, you gotta put it now. Hold on. Oh no, that'd be better here. Better here, and then put Grant here. Now do it.
Anyway, so
go.
if anybody has either one of those abilities or anyway, if anybody matched that, please hit me up. I would love to have a conversation about it legitimately. I'm not going to bring you on and make fun and be like, you're so dumb. Why can't you see this image in your head? Not that at all. I am legitimately just fascinated by this. So hit me up on that.
It made me think. Years back, I asked someone who was a non-native English speaker, but had been living in the U.S. for long, spoke fluent English. I was like, when you think, do you think in Spanish or do you think in English?
I've asked that.
Yeah, and they were like, it depends. And I was like, really? They're like, yeah, it changes depending on the conversation I'm having.
Right.
I've asked the same question about dreaming.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Well, so by the way, the term for that actually is anaduralia. Nailed it.
I don't want none unless it's got buns, hon. What? Sorry.
Oh, remember,
Sporking's like, I want big vocab.
Well, depending on what language you speak, it actually changes the way your brain is wired or some shit. I don't know. I watched half of Arrival the other day. I think they said it there.
Oh, that movie.
Well, that's basically a documentary.
It was, yeah, because he started dreaming in alien language.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you guys want to go because I'll back out if you guys want. Do you want to keep going, man?
No, oh, sorry. I was like, okay, my love, I think you're looking for Neil Brain.
That's cute.
That's funny. I actually get that.
Funny.
Can they talk about not having an inner monologue if they don't really know what it is? That's a perfect question. Can they talk about it if they have no clue what an inner monologue is?
Oh, well, I mean, when you lay down, is it just nothing?
That's crazy. Just
when you lay down and try to go to sleep, you just nothing.
Enjoy
nothing happening in your head.
That's what I do. Just have
wait, what?
There's nothing in my head. I fall asleep really fast. It's nice.
Wait, are you anadurilia?
No, I have an inner monologue. But when I'm falling asleep, it's just like a nice black void with no thoughts, and I fall asleep immediately.
My inner voice.
My wife hates it.
Yeah. Oh well, so yeah, the girlfriend, she's capable of doing, like, she's out immediately if she's tired. She just done. Me, I'm rolling. I got to put on. I have a fan, the AC. Oh, sometimes I got to bring in the white noise or the sound of rain and thunder to help. You know what I mean?
My wife's
it's almost like going through trauma as
she's like,
sleeping.
She's like, don't you have like intrusive thoughts or any of these other things? I was like, nope. I just, and she's like, what am I supposed to do? I was like, just picture a black void and you'll fall right asleep. It'll be nothing, just nothingness, and you'll fall asleep.
I have workshopped so many different videos and ideas and for shows in my head. I've had conversations in my head with all of you.
Mm-hmm. I've done the same.
Am I more or less annoying in your head?
Sorry, I'm with all the bros here.
Oh, don't do that. Tina's the best.
I know. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
You can't do that to Tina. Maybe just you can do it to Shredder, but
oh
not
man,
Tina.
she's gonna have such an argument tonight when she's having her in a monologue with you now.
Whoever that is.
Whoever that person is, I gave credit to to fucking Arrival.
Wait a second. If Slender, if your avatar is upside down like that, is that like a flag upside down? Is that Mad's in trouble?
No, that looks the right way to me.
My duress code.
Mad is under duress.
Of course, it's right when Grant sees it. Something.
Grant, that damn accent.
Hey, does anybody want to, to promote stuff? Support.
Oh yeah. Okay. So so tonight/tomorrow morning, I'm going to be on Side Scrollers. I'm going to be on the Star Wars debate panel. So I'm anti Ahsoka. So I'll be debating that against a couple of people who seem to think that it's actually good, and I'm even going to use a point.
Who's taking
the
the pro
channels.
side?
So I'm even going to use the point that Tina is on my side, and everyone knows how her takes are. So there. But if they try and use that as a negative, then I've got something to hit them back with. So
no, you got to be like, look, they've even lost Tina Bojan. Come on, like,
yeah, dude.
She's counting down to Loki, and they've lost her on the start.
Ironically,
yeah,
she's been wearing the horns all night.
I have the Disney Loki Mickey ears.
I don't doubt you. I do not.
And I could wear. Oh, say I won't go on stream because they say I could wear them during a Loki stream, but you wouldn't see.
That would be hilarious. You're like, I'm wearing them, but I'm never going to show anyone.
You should get someone to put the Loki horns on the avatar you use. That would be great for.
That would be cool.
I know somebody I could. If you need a new avatar.
If only we knew an artist who could work magics with avatar, right, Matt?
No, I was going to suggest
Matt,
the other
get
guy.
your avatar guy onto it.
Okay, so for the record, he also did art for our channel that was amazing. He did a Miami Connection poster. It came out great. So
Well,
just
you know, though, honestly, Matt, nobody likes images of themselves usually.
what the fuck? I
So
love everything
would
about me. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Okay, I said usually. So one could assume that you might be more critical of a avatar.
Tina, you saw it.
Matt.
Don't act like you didn't see it.
Matt under duress.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
The
You guys
gummified
keep
mad
going.
thing.
Keep
Sorry.
going. I'm jumping out. Keep going. End the show because it is your show, Mad.
Well, I mean, I don't
have access.
I don't either.
I got it. Don't
Tina
worry.
does.
Okay.
Love you guys. I'll
All right,
see you
bye.
guys later. You
Good
guys
night,
are the
Spork.
best. Bye.
Nice.
This
Hey,
is
Mud.
not entirely true. It's just my inner voice becomes my outer voice. I overthink things when I may have when I'm gummified. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
And I also lose track of time a lot because a lot of times I'll be standing there and I'll ask the girlfriend, like, how long have I been standing? And she's a bully. Let me tell you about her. She bullies that's why I have to hide whenever I'm high, but I'm really bad at it because I'm super high. And she bullies
and you
me.
live in a closet?
No bullshit. Last time I was peeing and she's like, that is the longest pee I've ever heard. I'm like, no, that's not true, because I was just thinking, is it? I don't know. And I start freaking out, and she does it on purpose. Horrible.
If she really wants to fuck with you, I'll give her a couple of really good things that I used to always do to my friends that were when I used to get stupidly high.
It's
I'd put them in
mostly
like
time, man.
I'd put them in a loop.
No, you know what? No, hold on. Earmuffs. Don't do that, dude. You can't be giving ideas like that. I'm serious, man. Because he's mean to me, dude. Mean. Anyway,
She's experimenting on you and writing a paper about it.
oh,
I'll just tell you guys a
were
story
you?
about
Yeah.
my life.
Go ahead, Tina.
One day I'll have to tell you guys the story of the first time my son at 12 years old got high on codeine because of his medical disorder. He had some really great pain medication, and it was just funny.
oh, by the way, real quick, I don't want us to get serious or political thing, but Patrice O'Neill's, we went on a trip. It was like 4 hours, so I was going through some of his stuff. I love Patrice O'Neill. He's a genius. If you haven't heard him, look at the what is the elephant one? I forgot the title of it, but you can find it on YouTube. It's a great set. I was
He
listening
would
to
have killed it the last 4 or 5 years. My God,
dude. So I was listening to one on the way back from the coast, and he goes, "Don't let them guilt you into being murdered. Don't let the fear of being accused of racist, like if you're walking and you're in the wrong neighborhood and there's a group of black kids, like, oh, I got it, I can't turn around and run because I don't want them to think I'm racist. No, you're getting murdered. It's better to be accused of being a racist and alive than it is to be a murdered
Then to say
because of your
get
guilt.
stabbed in front of your girlfriend in
Right?
front of everyone in the world to see it.
Exactly.
You know, Matt, this makes me think of one of my favorite shorts that we clipped from our show when you were like the smartest person you've ever seen in movies was the girl from Zero Dark
Yes.
30. As soon as they said
Allah Akbar.
Allah Akbar, she was like hauling
Fuck.
ass away.
Took the fuck off. Guess who lived? Her and her alone. Everybody else is just still standing around the car, and she booked it. I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was, it's the best point. Be smart about it. You don't have to die, like for any of that.
Yeah, don't let them
there
guilt you
are
into being
certain
killed.
neighborhoods you roll into, and it's like I'm rolling up my windows just in case.
Right, and turning down my radio.
Yeah.
Or when we went to Galveston, we ended up in, I guess, the ghetto of it. I was like, oh man, I got to put on some Tech 9 or some shit. You know what I mean? Or some Third Coast. So that way, we would fit in easier if they could hear it. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Wait, Tecton's from
my-
Texas?
No. That was just the first thing that popped up. I
Oh,
could have
okay.
went.
That
I
makes
could have went
sense.
with ESG Project.
Right.
Or Big Mo.
Well, yeah. Well, the black community loves ASGs, so
Apparently,
ESG is legit.
my urban pop culture knowledge is out of date. I was like, I would have been like DMX, or whoever. guess it's a little.
Wow, you know he's passed, right?
Yeah, that doesn't mean his music isn't classic. Tupac's passed. He puts out new shit.
All right, you know what? How about we end it on this? I think Tupac is overrated. I mean, immensely overrated.
I agree. Although he was good at dodging one bullet, Jada.
Which one?
Jada.
The one Will Smith took for him.
The one Will Smith took for the team.
Listen, whatever.
And on that note,
I'm gonna say I think that if Nirvana is good, right? They're really good.
Yeah, but what have they done lately?
Exactly. I think I don't know if Kurt Cobain wasn't murdered allegedly by Courtney Cox. Nope, that's not it.
Love. She definitely 100%. In my opinion, may have been involved with shotgunning.
We all know
something.
She at the very least put him in the headspace and then tried to make sure she coaxed it along.
Because the only other possibility is like somehow he ended up on the Clinton list, which I don't even think that would have been possible at the time, but because it was a very Clinton like suicide. Anyway, so
hey, when you blow your head off, the gun usually ends up about 80 meters away. Everyone knows this.
Anyway, if that wouldn't have happened, I don't know if they would have sustained their popularity.
Yeah, that's an argument I've had with friends of mine too. Like they didn't have the phase where they put out the bad album and people call them sellouts and whatever. I mean,
they didn't have Rehab.
So it's like Nirvana. That was like that Black Hole Sun band. What was it? Sound? Yeah, it'd be like one of those ones, a trivial one. Yeah, it'd be like.
Chris Cornell though was fucking amazing.
He was.
Yeah, what's he done lately?
The only band that's still together really from that era is Pearl Jam. And
who the fuck cares about what they're doing right now?
That's exactly. No one wants it to be there.
But that's
no
my
one
thing.
gives
Like
a shit
Pearl
what
Jam
Jeremy did.
Yeah, but Pearl Jam sold, like, if you remember Versus, they sold more albums than Nirvana until Kurt Cobain,
well, even though
self-deleted.
I think they have found a route of touring where everybody still goes. You know what I mean? I think they are still relevant to the people who care about them.
Exactly, but but they don't sell the albums. They're not like the icons. Like Nirvana got frozen in that state,
just like Tupac.
Yeah,
so
I'll agree with that.
Yeah,
and that's where and it is. It's crazy because they never disappointed anybody.
That's why I always appreciate artists that experiment or that try to new things. Tech Nine, he'll go and try doing, rock music. He's friends with Slipknot, those guys or whatever. He's always willing to do new things. Eminem, whatever you think about him, he does try to change or evolve his styles.
Well, that's because he's the idea of doing a song by himself almost scares him now. He's like the king of collaborations. Like he just wants to collab with everyone. He picks up so much stuff with it, which is awesome.
Yeah. I like how his album Kamikaze, where he is criticizing mumble rap and all this choppy kind of rap when you do like this, Yeah. We are not alike. Yeah. I appreciate that him doing it was actually far better than any of the people that do it unironically.
Yeah. Well, because he actually knows how to rap.
Right. Yeah. His ability. Oh man. Oh, sorry. I guess I listen to a lot of music on during the trip or whatever. It's so crazy hearing rappers that suck. That Tekken 969 guy is horrible. You know what I'm talking about?
Tekashi
the
69,
rat.
yeah.
Tekashi 69. Garbage. Why does anybody listen to him?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't get that style of rap.
I don't
I
don't know what it
calling
is.
it rap. Yeah.
There's
like
no.
They go, and then they put fucking shit on it, and then they just repeat the same cadence over and over again.
There's no
And they go,
lyricalist.
No, but what do they say? It's about the vibe. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I don't get that either. And by the way, it's not as if it's that difficult. All you need a beat, you need a solid beat and a hook. You get that, you're 80% on your way. No, nobody want to agree or disagree.
Yeah, I said it, but I was muted at the time.
Oh yeah, I love how MGK, when he was beefing with Eminem, one of his Slender really hates rap
Did
music.
you catch the chat? Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna try the Irish goodbye. He's just out.
Oh, and look, no car bombs. That's awesome. No, so yeah, one of his insults was, "Oh, you can sit over in your house reading the dictionary." Yeah, bro, having a what am I looking for? Like
a girth of knowledge.
Or your vocabulary is extensive enough where your all your rhymes are not single syllable words. Like, I got a gun. You need to run.
Yeah, he'll take a word like complication, and he'll break each different word down, and he'll find another word structure that'll go with it. And even if he can't find it, he'll break it up into two separate lines so it still flows.
Yep. And then you look at Twista, who tries to use every big word he possibly can think of, but I mean, he pulls it off though. Yeah, man, it's just, and I also appreciate storytelling in it. Immortal Technique. He has a devastating fucking track. Oh man, what was that track called, man? Grant, you're the only one up here. That Immortal Technique, where like they kill that woman, ends up being the mom, and then the dude kills himself, and he knows it's a true story. He was up there with him.
No, I don't know that one.
Oh, dude, it's a beast of a song. But I'll look it up anyway. That's it for me, and that's all I got.
See you next week, guys.
So we were gonna go.
Yeah, I think we can.
Well, you have to promote the Sunday Art podcast there.
Oh, that's right. I should do that since. Yeah,
I know that's right. Slender's going to do that for you.
Dance with the
That's
devil.
True. Yeah, so Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern, we do the Ascendant Art podcast. Slender Dad's the other co-host. If Matt is prescribed properly, he'll show up. Tina's in the chat.
Yep.
What's happening on Saturday?
Friday.
I was going to be there this past Friday.
I know, but we weren't. We were at a wedding of a mutual friend. It's very nice.
Somehow my invite got lost in the mail.
I'm not sure you were going to travel to Virginia from when you were in Galveston, but that's cool.
I would have if it was West Virginia.
Well,
I would have just followed those country roads right to the wedding.
Slender's the one that lives in West by God, Best Virginia. That's what they all say when you go over the border. You're in by God, Best Virginia now. It's like, no, I'm pretty happy with regular Virginia. But yeah. Anyway, Ascended Our Podcast, Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern. This Friday, I think we're going to talk Continental since it should be wrapped up. I think the third and final show. It's what, you didn't like it?
No,
that was a good show.
I got halfway through the first episode, and I kind of just got bored with it. The girlfriend liked it. I was just bored with it. And then Brom was like, "Bro, you need to finish it so you can come on comics." Da 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 da. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that." Oh no, it wasn't possible. Anyway.
And then I don't know if there's anything else coming out that we would watch. I think we covered Ahsoka so thoroughly here. I don't feel like talking about it anymore.
You could talk about Loki.
I guess we could.
Just kidding.
I'm happy to talk about Loki with Tina.
That's nice.
But speaking of the devil, last piece of advice for everybody. You can lick the devil's candy, but don't get in this van. Those are words to live by.
Yeah, his name is Monkey Mo. He's running the Mudum show, teaching the judges how to high five. He watches the movies and shows.
fucking brilliant. Is that how you're ending it? Because you haven't hit end yet.
Well, I didn't hear you all say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Blender was here and would have got hit 5:20 an hour ago.
That's very true. All right. Good night, everybody. See y'all on Saturday for Thinking Random, Talking Random, whatever the heck
Being
it says.
random.
On the, exactly. Whatever it says on the thumbnail.
Gaslighting
We'll all see you
women.
there. Good night.
Also, how about them Cowboys? Bye.
I have some reliable sources. This is the